Hey guys, this is Aaron from the Front Porch Show. Episode 88 was our first foray into live broadcasting. Well, actually, our second, but we won't talk about the first one. You're going to notice that when the show starts, the audio is garbled. And for some reason, we're not sure exactly what happened, but something went wrong. So at the 28-minute mark, all the audio issues clear out, and you will hear a great show. So feel free to jump ahead to that 28-minute mark if you don't think you can deal with it. I think the first 28 minutes is funny. It's manageable. You can actually hear stuff going on, but it's a little hard to listen to, especially if you're in a busy environment. Buckle up and have a great time. You're listening to the Front Porch Show. I'm dealing with a turkey hangover, Ozzy.
I got some stuff for that.
Do you?
I do. Yeah, that's going to be like our first stories of the day is, you know what, how to get rid of your turkey hangover.
I need to find out how you ended up cooking your turkey. That's one of my critical things. Is I want to know how you did your turkey, and was it moist?
It was a little we wound up having my mother-in-law cook it, so I can't really say too much about it. It was delicious.
I see how that is. I see how that is. I see you got your snazzy Christmas sweater already.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's time, man.
It's Black Friday.
This is literally my favorite sweater, and my wife hates it.
Black Friday, which means we can break out the ugly Christmas sweaters.
Absolutely.
And we can enjoy the Christmas music now. That's good.
Anything goes now for Christmas, people. It is open season for Christmas because it is Black Friday, which is the official start of Christmas.
That's right. That's right. I mean, I imagine. I mean, we don't know yet, but I imagine we've got some listeners out there already shopping this morning. We aren't.
Yep. Because I'm not crazy.
That's crazy. Because that ain't gonna happen.
No.
That ain't gonna happen.
I went once. Once I went out when I was about 16, 17 years old. I must have been 17 because I had my license. And I went once to the mall, and it was about 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And then walked around the mall, looked at everybody going crazy and all this stuff. Walked back out to my car, which was a van actually, and it took me 1 hour to get out of my parking space to the outside street of the mall. 1 hour. And I went, never again.
That's dumb. So I was probably 16. Yeah, I was 16 or so. And I had figured out all the deals that I needed. And I was going to walk away with $50 and a whole bunch of free stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be great. And I was an idiot. I think I skipped work that day for it. I was like, oh, boss won't mind if I'm a couple minutes late. And then it was like 2 hours behind.
Yes.
It was dumb.
How'd that go?
He was forgiving.
Thrilled,
He was
right?
very forgiving. The nice thing about working in a family-ish environment. But yeah, that was dumb. I think I ended up spending like $300.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it was bad.
How much free stuff did you wind up with? Nothing.
Ended up with a lot of free stuff, but those rebates don't work out as well as they claim.
No, not at all.
It's funny because they get lost in the mail, and you claim that they don't. I mean,
yeah,
they do.
Yeah,
they really do.
Yep.
So
yep.
I don't know.
No, Black Friday is not for me. So you guys have fun out there. Be safe. Don't get mauled. Either way.
Yeah, I want to know how many fights are going to end up happening today.
I don't know. We're going to have to do live updates on this because I'm sure that there's something that's happened already. I have not Googled it yet, though.
Oh, there's got to be.
Let me bring up the Google machine and then we'll start looking up this to keep track of it.
Here's $1 million question for you. How do you feel about shopping on Saturday? Or not on Saturday. On
Saturday,
on
fine.
Thursday. On Thursday.
It's terrible. It's terrible. I can't. I mean, I guess if you really want to, but I think that it's horrible that like you have companies that are gonna take and make their workers come in. I can't say if you had workers that didn't mind, but I have yet to meet anybody who was like, hey, you know what? On Thanksgiving Day especially, I don't mind coming to work and skipping all of the potential things that I have to do, or just skipping a potential day off in the middle of the week and having like 3 days off that week. Yeah, I haven't met that person yet, so I'm sure he's out there. They're out there, but I think it's terrible. I was looking at, I think it was, oh crud, what store was it? I think it was maybe J.C. Penney's or something like that, and they were open up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's insane.
That's insane. I went to Walmart last year. I've got some great stories from Thanksgiving this year already. But we didn't go anywhere. We actually had a snowstorm.
Nice.
So we stayed home among other things that happened to our family.
Puts a damper in it.
Oh yeah. So we ended up with a snowstorm. And so, but last year I think I forgot celery or something and decided I needed to go to Walmart. And
that's the one thing you want for it. Just
the funny thing is that it wasn't that crowded in Walmart at like noon or 10 a.m., but the lines were starting to form already.
Yeah.
Inside the store because it's a 24-hour Walmart.
Right.
And they literally had people guarding pallets of garbage.
Jeez. That's nuts.
And I'm like, really? I understand that, yes, you can get
crazy.
You can get a TV for 25% off, but
right.
Guys, really?
Right. Do you guys have a tax-free day at
Oh,
the beginning of the year?
I don't know.
We had one of those in Georgia. We had I think they still do it. They have like a tax-free day, like at the beginning of the year, school year. Sorry, and it's like on, I don't know, it's in July or something like that, and everybody goes berserk, and it's insane. Everybody goes out and they go shopping and they get all this stuff, and they're saving like, I think it's like 7% or something like that,
right,
to go fight people over school supplies.
Oh,
it's
yeah, that's
insane,
ridiculous.
and clothing and everything else. And I'm like, I'll shop online, or it's not worth the hassle to save 7 or 8% or whatever it is. It's not worth it. It is not.
I agree wholeheartedly. I mean, so I had to Google it while you were talking. Nebraska doesn't have a tax-free holiday.
Huh.
And it's funny because I'm seeing on these maps that places that don't have tax-free holidays, and I know Vermont did. Vermont had a tax-free small business Saturday or something like that.
Right.
Of course, the irony is that half the small businesses weren't open on a Saturday. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so Nebraska doesn't have. And they're claiming that New Jersey doesn't either, so I know that's wrong.
I don't know that New Jersey does.
Oh.
I don't know if New Jersey does. We have weird taxes on certain things, certain items. But I don't believe we actually have a tax-free holiday. I remember it in Georgia, but I don't remember it here.
Okay. So see, but this adds a lack of validity to this map too, though, because it says Georgia doesn't have one. So unless they got rid of it, I mean, they may have gotten rid of it.
This was a while ago, so it's possible.
Right.
Have the Georgia people all call in at some point, I'm sure.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
My whole family is pining to just like call in.
Hey,
they were asking me the number, so we're gonna get a lot of interesting calls today.
Today is the day. 402-799-1811. Did you know Connecticut has an entire week of tax-free shopping? So hold on, Ozzy. Hold on. I gotta ask this existential question here.
Oh no!
If one day or 1 week of no or low taxes is good for the economy, what would a lifetime be?
Oh, that would be interesting, wouldn't it?
I'm just saying.
That would be very interesting.
What states have sales tax? Like, New Hampshire didn't have sales tax because we'd have people sneaking over to New Hampshire buying stuff all the time. And the way it works,
we have Delaware has a super low sales tax.
Right.
Everybody goes over there to buy a lot of stuff for us.
But the funny thing is when you come back to your home state, you're supposed to declare it.
Yeah, I usually shout as I'm driving over the bridge that I bought something. It's like Michael Scott in The Office. I declare bankruptcy.
Yes, exactly. No, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's exactly it. I figured, you know what? I didn't do any large purchases, and that's why I don't buy cars or anything over there, is because I don't want to get slammed by something large. I'm not paying attention to the small stuff.
But,
so
Nebraska, the thing with cars is that you're responsible in your home state for them. And a lot of times they have exceptions for those big items.
Oh, Alaska does not. Everybody head to Alaska.
Alaska doesn't have a sales tax. New Hampshire doesn't have a sales tax.
Let's see. Delaware. Let's see. Montana. Montana doesn't have anything. It probably doesn't even have people living there.
No, Montana has, 200,000 people living there? I think it's more than that.
New Hampshire.
How many people does Montana have?
Oregon. That's it? There's 5? Wow.
There's not many.
That's interesting.
Now, figure out which ones of those don't have an income tax as well.
Listen, you're putting too much demand on me here.
I figured, it's like don't cross the beams. It's not going to happen because they got to get their money somehow, right?
They got to do something.
Because you gotta bring in your money somehow. So Alaska. Is it true that Alaska gives out money because of their oil? Every citizen gets a check?
I have heard that is that actually is a thing. I did have somebody that I knew from Alaska and I've heard that I believe that is actually a thing.
Population of Montana is 1.07 million as of 2019.
Maybe that's what we should do with all the people of New York. We just move people from large cities out to Montana.
No.
No. Didn't Montana at one point have no speed limits on their highways?
I think some of them still don't.
Wasn't that Montana? Wasn't that Montana?
Yeah.
So,
speed limits. When you drive for 15 miles and don't see anyone, is the speed limit really?
So say that you're driving in the middle of Nevada, right?
Yeah.
So you have just literally nobody on certain roads, okay?
Yeah.
And they're just dead straight.
Yeah.
So what do you do if say that a cop pulls you over? To what extent over the speed limit do you have to pull somebody over? Do you think that the cops are super strict and are you know what, 5 miles over the speed limit, I'm going to nail you? Or is it you know what, 43 miles over the speed limit, that's when I'm going to care about nailing you?
I don't know. I found out the other day that the Nebraska police are apparently forgiving a 15 over. So,
nice.
I was coming down into Norfolk off our main highway, and it goes 70 to 55, and I was clocking 70 as I'm going through that transition, and I hit the brakes. I slowed down after I saw the sign, and I knew the sign was there. I've been there 1,000 times. I hit the brakes, and then I see the cop car off to the side, and I'm like, oh! I think we were on our way to church too, which would have made it just even more ironic. But I politely waved. It was great. It was great.
It's because you waved at him. He likes that.
Well, probably.
Somebody be nice.
Probably. All right. We are going to go to a quick break. We're going to fix some audio technical difficulties, and then we will be right back. Ozzy, we're back and it's Christmas.
Well, not yet. It's getting close.
We're almost there. I mean, we're close, right, man?
Right. We're basically on the home stretch of Christmas. All right, so let's get into it. All right, here's some tips for figuring out what you need to do to help with that turkey hangover, because we all know that is the worst. You kind of, you eat so much the day before. You have turkey, you got pie, you have mashed potatoes. Those are the killer for me, is mashed potatoes and stuffing.
Right.
Oh man, they're
so, I mean, we gotta work through everything, but stuffing. We gotta talk stuffing eventually. All right, keep going.
Right,
we got time.
So here's some early morning things. We know everybody's out there getting their Judas chicken. Those people that are headed to the mall, bless you guys. So first thing is eat a good breakfast. Have a good breakfast, even though you may not feel like you need something. Eat a decent breakfast. Have something of substance. Preferably like Chick-fil-A, something like that, if you don't feel too offended by them from the last show that we did. Drink plenty of water. Bump up on those fluids. That's always good this time of the year with the cold going around. You know what? Even after this was a thing for before, but take a nap. Have a nice nap during the afternoon if you can. Last thing is going to be get moving. So if you're a mall walker, go walk the mall. Don't get assaulted, please. We want everybody to be safe. And then while we're getting into that, for those of you who have heartburn, like I do, here we go. You ready? The best antacids to use.
I'm listening with bated breath.
All right. So
not that I have an issue with this, but
this is from Very Well Health. Don't know what that is, but it's a website I found, and it's got best antacids. So the best. Let's start with, number 5. We have the Tums Chewable Bites. Now, I've had these before, and they are banging, man. Let me tell you, they taste literally like candy, and they're super chewy, so by far that was the best one as far as taste-wise. Then we go with Sound Health Extra Strength Antacids. Number 3 comes in at liquid antacids. I have never used Mylanta, but it sounds disgusting. So I can't see taking that as a liquid. That sounds really weird as opposed to a chewable. Just saying. And then let's see. Best heartburn relief is the Alka-Seltzer chewable heartburns. And then the best assorted best overall, you go with the good old Tums Ultra Strength 1000. So that'll get you through the day. If you need some instant heartburn relief, hopefully that'll help. So there you go. That's my spill for antacids and
spill.
No, it was definitely my spill.
It's your spill.
It's my spill, not a spiel.
Okay, I see how this is. Tell me about your Thanksgiving turkey recipes. Like, I mean, I know you didn't cook your turkey this year, but if you were to cook your turkey, how would you cook it?
We usually go with the traditional oven. So, and honestly, we don't really cook turkey that much, so I really don't really have much on that. My wife is usually really, really good about cooking chickens.
Same basic principle.
Smaller bird, yeah. So I would suspect it's going to be something like that. Usually it's got a kind of a salt and pepper crust, salt and pepper skin on it, so that way you get a good. You got a base. I don't know what I'm talking about because I don't really do it. My wife does it, and it turns out amazing. So. When it comes to birds, she is more of the cook than I am. So unless it can go on the grill, which usually we have not done turkey on the grill. What I do want to try though is doing like a beer can chicken or a beer can turkey. That's what I want to try. Because I have heard that is awesome.
That is very, very good.
I also knew some people that did I think it was like, I think they called it like a trash can turkey also. I remember having people
What is that?
From my limited understanding, you take a large, clean trash can, and essentially you make a smoker out of it. So you put coals on the bottom, coals in a pit. You plop the turkey on top of it in some fashion, and then you throw a trash can over top of that and let it smoke. So, have not tried that, so maybe one of the callers can call in about that. I remember hearing about that when I was in college, and it sounded terrible and awesome at the same time, and an extremely good way of getting a cheap turkey. So, I have not tried a fried turkey yet. I would like to try that. That sounds amazing.
That, my friend,
horribly dangerous.
That, my friend, is a culinary adventure. We've done it twice.
Oh yeah, you did it like right next to your house. That way it would burn down whenever you put the turkey, the frozen turkey in, right?
We did it next to a friend's house. I'm not sure if that makes it any better. But
you use the frozen turkey, right? That way,
right?
Hit the oil, it'll explode.
That way, it blows up. No,
yes.
We did a rather large turkey one time. It was like a 25-pounder, I think. And we dropped this thing into the oil, and it was a snowstorm again, and so we had to drop it into the oil in the snow, and it was miserable. Let me tell you. But yeah. It's an adventure, man. Like,
how long does it have to cook?
I don't know, an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. It's not that long.
Is it worth the hassle that it sounds like? I mean, I understand it's a short hassle, but you got to deal with the oil. You got to deal with like.
It tastes delicious when it's all said and done. It tastes delicious. I would definitely say it's worth it. Is it life-changing good? I don't know, man. Like, it's pretty good. But like, it's juicy, it's moist, it's yummy. It's great. Don't get me wrong.
It sounds good.
But it is. I don't know if it's. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot of work. I mean, as it stands now, I threw the turkey in the oven at 3:25 yesterday. Nice. At about 2 p.m. It was done by 6-ish.
Nice.
All I did is I did go a little over the top this time. So I do like a bed of veggies on the bottom to kind of the juices go down through it and dump into the tray. So I use a raised tray for mine, and so the juices from the turkey pour off and pour down through the meat or pour down through the veggies and settle in the bottom.
Oh yes,
in the bottom of the tray, and then I've got my gravy fixings down there. And so I end up making an herb butter with a couple sticks of butter, garlic, onion maybe?
Onion.
I think onion. And I also ran some oregano and some salt and pepper. And then I proceeded to make, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 slits in that skin of the turkey.
Oh, yeah.
And I smothered like a stick of butter inside this butterball.
Ooh.
And it was pretty good.
Do you know there is a butterball hotline?
Is there really? Really?
Like literally by Butterball. You can call the Butterball hotline, like, and get advice or help or whatever else with your turkey.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure this is like a thing that they do on Thanksgiving too. So it's horrible, people at Butterball. But you can, like, call, like, if you have, like, you know what, I forgot to, like, take out my turkey, or I forgot this, or I burned this, or this is happening, or whatever else. You can actually, like, call these people at Butterball. So I remember that being a thing.
Fascinating.
Let's see here, Butterball.
I need to know the number for the Butterball hotline.
Hold on, I'll get it for you. The Turkey Talk line. Here we go. It looks like that. Basically, it's made up of grandmas.
Aww.
Which is pretty awesome.
Which is kind of weird because then
never mind. That person's definitely not a grandma, but that's also not from 30 years. Look at that. It's like for more than 30 years, professional trained turkey experts have made up the Turkey Talk line.
Okay.
So it's like 50 plus people. All right, here we go. It is. You got to call 1-800-BUTTERBALL.
That's it.
Or you could text them too. So
okay.
If you text them at 844-877-3456. Or you can call 1-800-BUTTERBALL, and they will give you help with your turkey needs. Oh, you can also ask Alexa.
Really?
Yes, you can.
Really?
Look at that. Today you can connect and talk with the talk line through social media, live chat, texting, and even Alexa.
It seems, it seems like a good idea, I guess.
It's hilarious. So Alexa, basically, you're going to have, like, a machine with a person on the other end cooking your turkey. That's what's going to happen. Can you imagine having, like, a connected house where it's like you have your stove and everything else is connected? You're going to have, like, people cooking your food for you.
Yeah, I don't know if I can go to that.
That would be crazy.
That seems scandalous, man.
Man, it does, doesn't it?
That seems over the top.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Talk about creepy. So,
well, I mean, they're already listening to us, so.
We'll talk more turkey when we get back.
All right, we are back. 1402. I don't remember the rest of the number. What's the rest of our number, guys?
Yeah.
1402-799-1811.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
too,
you for that.
It's too early.
You can't ask me that because I just got up. I'm gonna file a labor complaint.
I tried
Front Porch Show.
I tried calling you, Tombstone. I tried
did.
calling you.
I don't know why I didn't hear you. I had the ringer turned on.
Well, I
I
mean,
must have been out.
if I knew you were calling me at 7 whatever in the morning, I wouldn't have listened either. Let's just be honest.
It's true.
I don't think I actually set an alarm. I think I forgot to do that. I think I had over reliance on your phone call.
So we do have audio difficulties right now. I think we're getting those worked out. I could be wrong. We've got some folks out there listening, trying to help us with those.
I think it's good.
And Jeff says, and now it's clear. Jeff is. We
don't know why he's not on. He's
okay.
We don't know.
We're
gonna knock him.
I'm gonna call out the listeners right now.
Might as well.
Whatever bonehead gave us the 1-star review, get your butt back in there and fix that review right now. You can hear the sound of my voice. It sounds sonorous right now.
It does, yeah.
You get back in there. You click 5 stars.
Because it was completely unjustified when it was all garbled. Totally,
I mean, come on, people. Come on. You can't do that to us. You can't do that to us. I mean, and look, it doesn't. Oh my goodness.
Oh no, that's gonna be your 1-star review right there.
Okay, hold on. We're going to the message line right now.
Oh no, it's gonna be bad.
You're on to the Front Porch Show. Okay, are you our 1-star reviewer?
I just may be.
Go fix it, Jeff. Go fix it.
No, I was not the 1-star reviewer. Although, now that I look at it, I don't think you're allowed to give stars because I tried to give it 5 stars once you fix the audio.
Oh.
But you can vote for it, and I think depending on the number of votes, the stars start to fill up, is what I'm seeing.
Oh. Well, that makes more sense.
All right, well, let's erase that rant that Mathis just went on. And
I feel bad for chewing everyone out now. I mean,
completely unjustified. I love it.
Let's be honest, I don't feel bad. And Tombstone, just so you know, you are muted. So if you were to unmute yourself, you could join the conversation.
I'm here now.
Yeah.
Who wants that?
I was muted because I'm eating breakfast because if I don't have breakfast, I don't function, and you don't want a non-functional face.
Yeah.
That was one of Oslin's tips for getting over your turkey coma.
I'm just saying.
I woke up and grabbed a piece of pumpkin pie. So that
I haven't had anything but straight coffee so far, and that's not normal for me. So we're gonna have a fun day.
Amazing. You say coffee, but you have a copper mug on your desk.
It's got coffee in it. Might be Irish coffee, but it's coffee.
Did you get it from Chick-fil-A?
No, because I wasn't willing to go 40 minutes up the road and then 40 minutes back to do those two things. So
that one went right over his head, but I'll let it go on live radio. So
yeah, no,
I didn't catch it. Was it a Chick-fil-A joke?
It was.
Oh,
it was.
You can't even approach the Chick-fil-A today. Like it's just completely out of the question.
Yeah, and it's not because people hate it. It's because it's going to be like the number one place to go and get over your turkey hangover is with the chicken biscuit, obviously.
Well, that and on, in Greenville, both Chick-fil-A's on the east side are surrounded by shops.
Yep.
So, the Woodruff Road Chick-fil-A, there's no getting in and out of there.
Yeah.
Everything good, Aaron?
Oh yeah, I was just away blowing my nose. I'm good. I'm great.
That.
Hey guys,
great.
Nice
guys. I'm gonna have to run for now. I'll give you a call later.
All right. Hey,
cool.
Hey, later
we'll make
on,
up stories about you. Don't worry.
Later on, we are hoping to do if you're on the road, man. We're hoping to do a game of drive-through password. And that's,
I don't know that I got time for that. I'm rolling today, but we'll see.
No, that's not an excuse.
No, that's not an excuse. It's like 5 minutes plus you get to mess with someone.
Just because you're out there shopping, we know
it.
what you're doing. You're out there shopping with your wife. You're probably going to go get your Judas chicken. We don't want your excuses that you can't go through a drive-thru.
My wife did go shopping last night, but I did not.
Oh no!
Oh, she was that person.
Oh man, you guys are terrible. You're terrible people.
I know.
You don't shop
worse.
on Thanksgiving.
That's like eating. That's like eating Chick-fil-A on Thanksgiving night and making somebody come in to work to do chicken. Is Chick-fil-A open on Thanksgiving?
I doubt it. I doubt it.
They did not appear to be yet.
Nobody's there on
but I'm
that's
running,
another compromise. That's when you know Chick-fil-A has lost it when they're open.
Slippery slope. It's a slippery slope.
Pretty soon, guys, they'll be open on Sunday. What can I say?
No, they're going to be open on Christmas. Wait till that happens. Whoa.
Ooh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I love how we're like throwing Chick-fil-A under the bus for nothing they've done.
Well, I mean, look, let's be honest. We threw the listeners under the bus, too.
Well, what do you mean we?
Okay.
You're like, hey, I'm going to go on a rant right now.
I may have backed up, ran them over a couple more times. Look, Ozzy, you got to make sure they're gone. I mean,
you like slammed it in reverse.
If you're gonna hit them hard.
Let's hit them again.
If you're gonna hit them real hard.
Let's try and piss everybody off that's listening. Let's do it.
Yeah.
That'll get the ratings up.
Hey, you got to do something to keep the ratings going.
It went
all
from
I'm
4
saying.
listeners to 3. That's what happened.
Crap, Jeff.
Did you guys do any Christmas related things yesterday? Or did you already talk about this?
Why would you do
no.
Christmas related things on
Thanksgiving? Ozzy and I
Thanksgiving.
don't do Christmas related things on Thanksgiving.
Black
Tombstone?
Friday, perfectly fine.
So I need to share a personal detail here.
Oh no.
We my wife has strep throat, and my brother-in-law is in medical school. So
you don't sound exactly that much better, Tombstone. Are you okay?
I actually feel considerably better this morning than I did yesterday.
Are you trying to get strep throat?
No.
Okay, because you sound like it.
Now he's itching his throat like ah.
It's like when you
Ferris,
have strep throat. That
like,
feeling, man.
Like Ferris Bueller. Anyways, I could have begged off this morning and I didn't. I just want you to know.
I know. There's no judgment here.
Although I was 45 minutes late.
There was quite a bit of judgment.
There was a little.
The first 45 minutes.
In fact, you may have. I did throw the listeners under the bus, but I may have thrown you under the bus first. So
I heard that thump noise all the way in my bedroom, in the other end of the house.
The problem is you got a brick house, man. It's too hard to drive through.
So the problem is, with strep throat, it's considered very, very contagious. So we had a soft, I would say actually it was a hard ban from our family Thanksgiving gathering. So fortunately, because my family loves me, they love us, but not just me. They sent us a bunch of food from the table. So my brother-in-law Scott sent his world-famous sweet potato casserole, which is the absolute finest sweet potato casserole I've ever had in my life.
Wait, why?
Yeah, why?
Why is this? You can't just say that and not explain.
Probably
come on.
It's really sweet.
Really, coughing fits? You're just going to have coughing fits right in the middle? I can't tell the story. I have strep throat.
Probably because it's really sweet. That's probably what makes it really good. It's got marshmallows on top and pecans in the crust. It's great.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a huge fan of marshmallows in my sweet potato.
So what he does is he heats it up for 20 minutes in the oven. Then he puts the marshmallows on, sticks it back in for another 10 minutes, so it's not too crispy.
You know way too many specifics about this.
It's because he told me how to put it in. Because he sent it to me uncooked, unbaked.
Oh, okay. I was like, how do you know that? You paid that much attention to this?
And my sister,
exactly how he makes it.
I mean, you asked why it was so good. I provided the answer for you. So my sister makes noodle soup, and that was just amazing. That's a tradition we have is noodle soup on Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Chicken noodle soup or just noodle soup?
It's they're more like dumplings and noodles, or like the big flat noodles, homemade noodles. And we sometimes do turkey noodle soup, but this was just like a chicken broth and turkey. I don't know, maybe it's actually turkey broth. I don't know. Which was for a household of sick people was amazing, and there's tons of black pepper in it. It just tastes so good.
Black pepper can really make stuff.
Yeah, especially noodle soup. It's got to have it.
Easy there,
and they also sent us some really good ham and some turkey. And my wife spent all day Wednesday making pies. On Wednesday, my wife made 2 apple pies, 2 pumpkin pies, and she made 2 beefy bean pies, which are like a supper.
Wait, what?
Supper dish.
What?
Huh?
It's like a burrito in a pie crust.
What?
Yeah, it's really yummy. Really seasoned beef, and it's mixed up in sort of a. Ooh. It's like I'm trying to think of it. It's not like. It's all mixed up together. So it's beans, garlic, cheese, a little bit of some kind of salsa.
Garlic
You
cures
mix
anything,
it all up
man.
And you bake it in a pie. So my family's been making it for like 25 years. It's awesome.
Interesting.
Wow. All right, you need to send some of that. Send some of that our way.
I can send it over.
So did you guys hear about this prank? This was a last year thing, and I may or may not have done this to my mother, which I'm eternally sorry for.
No, he's not. He's
gloating
about
because I'm pretty sure my family's
he's
listening.
He's gloating about it on the air.
So
I've met your mother. She's a very sweet woman.
There was this thing going around where it was like, hey, you know what? Millennials are stupid, which I can't disagree with. But basically, it was text your mother and ask how long it takes to microwave a 25-pound turkey.
Yeah. Okay.
Who's being pranked here is the question.
It would be the parent or the person that you were texting. So what I did was I sent this photo, which they had on their on the website thing or whatever, and it went, "Hey, you know what? And I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Mom. I love you." So I texted my mother that you know what, my wife forgot to take the turkey out of the freezer, and then how is the best way to cook this turkey because we're the ones that are supposed to make it. And then you just keep going on from there. And I had my mother going, I had my sisters going on this because we have this family text message. My brother didn't have any clue what was going on, so he was kind of just out of the whole thing. He probably thought it was hilarious. But my two sisters were going like, "Oh, here's what you need to do." I was like, "Well, you know, I could get out a chainsaw and cut it in half, and then nuke one half of the turkey." Like, it went on and on and on and on and on, and then it was like, yeah, I finally had to confess, and my mother, I think, still hates me for it. So I'm sorry. I have 4 grandchildren that you love. Just remember that. So
I know we've beat this to death, but you're technically a Gen Y, not millennial, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Which Gen Y knows how to cook a turkey.
Yeah, Gen Y in Tombstone's book ranks better.
Well,
it does.
You know what? Better. If you were around, you should have told my mother that, and it would have solved that whole problem.
Slightly higher up,
solved the whole thing.
Slightly higher up the hierarchical totem pole of generations.
Yes, still not as cool as Gen X, but
well,
we're close.
I mean,
why did y'all get me up at the butt crack of dawn?
Because it's a glorious time to be alive, Tombstone.
Listen, you were not up at the butt crack of dawn.
It's true.
That was an hour and a half. That was an hour and 10 minutes ago. You missed it.
Dawn had showed its crack, and you just.
This is why I don't hunt, because I physically cannot get out the door before
I thought you were going to
in the morning.
I thought this was going to be the excuse of, I potentially have strep throat and I couldn't. I was going to give you that, but never mind. Okay.
No, this is more like this. Honestly, has more to do with the character of me. Although it's more about me than it is about the strep throat. So
it's all about you, man. It's all about you.
It's all about my personal failings. Is what I was trying to say, Ben. Stop being worse than this.
Yep, this is great. This is great radio right here.
Oh my goodness,
radio gold.
So, all right. So, are either of you guys getting a Christmas tree today? No.
Yes.
We'll talk about it when we come back.
Are you crazy?
All right.
No.
Tomorrow. That's crazy. Tomorrow.
Well, guys, that wasn't the song I expected it to be.
But it is a song.
It is, and it's Christmas music.
Very upbeat late 80s Christmas mix there.
None of this is what I've expected it to be so far. And I love it.
Carol of the Bells? It wasn't good?
Oh, no, it was fine.
I thought Carol of the Bells was solid.
Was it TSO or?
It was a type of version that's like TSO.
TSO, like,
yeah.
In the style of?
Because, this copyright thing, Tombstone, is so confusing. So, I know I've ranted about it before on the show, but, we can't use commercial music because the recording industry has not gotten their heads out of their posteriors.
Listen, we're not the only ones that run into this problem, all right? I was listening to, for some stupid reason, I was watching the news. I'm sorry. And they were talking about the I don't know, whatever the stupid awards were that Taylor Swift won everything and its brother or whatever. It was horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so they were talking about how that she was having problems with copyright because she wanted to sing a bunch of her old songs.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the fact that she couldn't sing the old songs live. It was the streaming that she was having a problem with the copyrights.
Yes.
And so she had to go through new contracts for the streaming part to be able to stream those songs.
Yeah, it's super complicated. I mean, so the way we're set up now is if we were on terrestrial radio, we could then stream an archive of the show, or we could stream the live show and never have an issue with copyright because it's all covered through your licensing that you can purchase as a broadcaster. Okay?
So if anybody wants to sponsor us,
But as soon as we are just solely on the internet or just solely streaming or something along those lines, when we are just doing that, then it all gets messed up, and I can't buy a license for that. It's
and you
so
can't just purchase the songs for like a couple $1 million.
there's the minor caveat. Yes. Well, then I'd own the entire Taylor Swift anthology, discology, whatever you want to call that. Just like that guy who owns it, and which that's a debacle as it is, guys. That's very interesting.
The Taylor Swift album?
Yeah. Did you guys hear what's happening with that? So
no.
So she doesn't.
I love that you're up to speed on this.
I don't really care.
Taylor
And I don't really know.
I have to tell y'all exactly how on
I'm not
brand this
surprised.
is. This is extremely on brand for Aaron Mathis to know
definitely.
this.
So
It definitely is.
So Taylor Swift, the thing is, I honestly don't care about celebrities. I care about
Apparently you do.
I care about the legal stuff that's going on.
No, you love Taylor Swift.
Okay, maybe just a little bit.
He's
Yeah.
seeing it up, man.
You've been a Taylor Swift fan as long as I've known you.
Oh,
Yeah.
what are they called? Swifters or Swifters or something like that? Or
I don't know.
That's what we
What
get
do they
changed.
call 'em?
Aaron Swifty Mathis.
Swifty.
What do they call her? What do they
No,
call
no,
her?
no,
followers?
Tay Tay.
I don't
Is
know.
it?
There's
No,
it's something. It's something.
no.
No. They're called like Swifters or something, or Swifties or something.
I don't know. I've been a fan since the original Taylor Swift album in 2006.
What you mean is the original Taylor Swift? Because we're now on like the third iteration of Taylor Swift.
I'm really not a fan of the Reputation CD. 89 was a pretty good CD.
But you have listened to it, which I have not.
I've listened to
I would
it.
never even consider listening to it.
I don't think I've never listened to one of her albums at all.
Oh,
Okay, hold on.
So I have this
Aaron, I
thing
want to finish
with
this,
artists.
and then I want to ask Oslin what weird taste he has in music, because
So-
none of us is without sin.
So I have this thing where if I get hooked on an artist, I listen to their entire discography from beginning to end.
So how was Kanye West? Or
Kanye, I had to
Kanye.
stop after the first one. It was great after it got to the last album. But no, like, so I listened to Taylor Swift's entire, and it was interesting to see the evolution of her music. So it was just fascinating.
Well, she's changed quite a bit.
Yes, she went from that nice down-home girl to crazy.
Teardrops on my guitar. I'm calling Alyssa.
No, so anyways, so she doesn't.
Let's see if our star rating went up with that. I don't think it did.
So she doesn't own any of her first like 3 or 4 albums.
No.
So because the contract she signed, it was owned by the record industry.
Right.
And then
she wouldn't have been
yeah.
she wouldn't have been able to afford making them. That's
Right.
why.
And so
Right.
some guy comes in and buys her discology. And so the conflict is whether or not she's able to actually play or and of course both sides are hyping up the argument more than it is. And
Yeah.
it's just a funny situation, to be honest with you.
Let's say you guys a meme.
But so Ozzy, I like Taylor
I think
Swift. Who do
can
you
my
like?
title be Chief Meme Purveyor?
Yes.
I mean,
Okay,
you're
go
pretty
ahead.
good at that.
Go ahead.
All right. So what are we asking now
No,
again?
we're back to Tombstone's question for you.
Ben, do you have any weird music tastes?
I don't know about weird music tastes. I like Broadway stuff a lot.
Really?
I'm actually extremely diverse in what music I listen to.
That does count. I don't know if that counts as weird, but that's
Honestly,
definitely off
I
the wall.
love
Honestly, with that sweater, I'm not surprised.
I love Johnny
right.
Cash.
That is definitely a V-neck sweater.
It
Oh,
is.
dude, this thing is
It's
like
total dad
actually,
sweater.
It's actually a cardigan.
Oh,
So I got this, and it is 100% wool, and my wife hates it,
puts
and
his,
I love
he
it.
puts his,
She doesn't like the Ben cuddles when you're wearing it.
I can, it's like I can see him rolling into the house. He takes off his.
Your
Takes
wife
off-
is
I
like, it's
love
big.
this.
It's
I
like
do.
it's like being felt up by a sheep.
Yes.
takes off his work uniform, slips into the sweater, grabs his pipe,
And your wife is like,
Dude,
I cannot look at you wearing that.
I am a sucker for wool. I am not going to lie.
Wool is an amazing material. Sheep are
awesome.
Amazing animals.
They are. They truly are. So
Well,
anyway,
there's nothing better than a pair of like merino wool socks.
ooh,
Yes.
yes. Anyway, I like Johnny Cash. I like classical music.
Have you listened to all the American albums, or at least some of them?
For what, Johnny Cash?
Yeah.
I have his entire thing. Like, I have every single one.
Okay.
I bought that in one fell swoop. They had it on sale at for iTunes.
Some of the
whole
tunes
thing.
on the American albums are true classics, and I don't know why they're not more well known.
Oh yeah, no, he's got a lot of really great stuff. You know what I'm a real sucker for is cowboy stuff. Like
Really?
I
Like
love.
old school?
Oh yeah.
Old
Oh,
like
definitely.
yodeling?
Yeah, like Riders in the Sky and stuff like that.
Riders in the sky.
Yeah, so I love the old cowboy stuff. One of my favorite ones is going to be it's called Big Iron. It's by Marty Roberts, I believe.
I'm familiar
And
with Big
it's
Iron.
great.
Marty Robbins.
It's great. Marty Robbins, yes.
Marty Robbins, I think, was an influence in bluegrass in the 50s and 60s as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got a lot of good stuff. I mean, like I said, I'm extremely diverse in music that I like. I'm one of those guys that like I will get addicted to like one song, and then I can just listen to
wear
it
it
while
out.
I'm working. Like I'm working
Yeah, I'm the same
while
way.
I'm working on like certain things, and I will literally listen to the song repeatedly for like 2 hours straight.
So I can't listen to country music on the radio anymore, but I really enjoy what they call red dirt country. I don't know if you guys have heard of that. I may have talked about it before.
Not familiar with that.
There's a really thriving independent country scene that is never played on the radio. There's a lot of good stuff out there. A lot of it's coming from Texas and Oklahoma and Arkansas.
Arkansas.
So my favorite band in the entire world is called Turnpike Troubadours.
Oh
And
yeah.
they're from.
How do I know them?
I may have mentioned them before. I may have sent you some stuff.
Like I've heard their music.
I think they're from Fort Smith, Arkansas, or somewhere like that, up there in that corner. And they're great. Of course, their lead singer is having some major personal problems right now, but
Well, you
that
can't be a
kinda
good
goes with
singer.
making-
You can't
I
be a
know
good
it kind of
singer.
goes with making the music. Sadly, It's
Yeah,
all-
exactly.
It's tied up in the culture, but they wrote a song called "The House Fire." That's about a guy losing everything he has in a house fire that he escaped with his family. It's kind of funny. Excuse me. It's kind of funny when you get older, stuff hits you differently.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Definitely. One of my favorite ones was we went to Arkansas and ironically.
Who goes to
And
Arkansas? No, I'm
we
just
went
kidding.
there-
I'm kidding.
We
I'm
went
kidding.
there for a family reunion. It was actually really nice.
Oh,
Anyway,
this explains everything.
so we went there and we went to this little town.
Now, was that the Hatfield
was-
or the McCoy family reunion?
Oh yeah. It was great. There was a lot of shooting. Anyway, so we went to Mountain View, Arkansas, and they had this little hometown band, and it was called Possum Spit.
I love it.
It was awesome. And they were like playing live music outside. It was just like this little podunk town, man, up in the middle of the Ozarks. It was awesome. So that was definitely, I bought one of their albums. It's pretty awesome. It's like these kids that are like, none of them are over the age of 16. They're all like, ones I think like 14. It's like 14, 15, and 16, or there's like 3 or 4 of them. It's awesome.
My only really weird taste in music is I really like I can't remember what it's called. Synthwave, retrowave.
Weird.
I don't even know how to
no
describe
judgment
it.
here, but that's weird.
I don't even know how to describe it. I warned you. I did warn you, didn't I?
No,
I'm
you
so-
did. You did.
I'm so glad we got totally off sidetracked on this instead of talking about trees like we told everybody
We were going to
do.
talk about. We're still going to talk about trees. We're going to talk about retrowave trees.
Ooh, retrowave.
Ooh. No, that's fascinating, Tombstone.
I'm trying to find an album we can post here.
Retro.
We can't play it on the air. I don't
Yeah,
think.
we can't. We
We can't play
I'm
anything on
sorry.
the air. What are you
No,
talking
it's
about?
like if it's commercial music and might be covered by one of the pros, we can't do it. Like, and that bites, guys. That really bites.
Funny.
Well, we got there from talking about.
I am going to get a Christmas tree today,
Me too.
Oh, one of-
Me too.
as long as it doesn't rain, which it might.
So we have an interesting conundrum. My truck's not working anymore.
At all? Wait, did I miss something
Oh
here?
No, it was fixed.
No.
It was fixed. We drove it for a week, and then
What
Alyssa's
did
driving.
you do?
Alyssa's driving home, and all of a sudden it loses all power, like right at the top of our driveway.
What'd she hit?
I don't know. I don't know if she hit anything. I don't know, guys. I'm so frustrated right now. I think the Y pipe might have come off because underneath
Sounds
the dash
personal.
was pretty warm.
You know what you need to do? You need to just take it to Jono and just tell him,
I
hey,
wish
you know what,
he had a
man?
shop.
Just fix
I
my
wish he had a
stuff.
shop.
What does he do? He works on race cars, right?
Yeah,
or something?
right. But
So
you
just
got to have the engine out of the vehicle for that.
Just tell him you want to race it.
Myron is.
I wanna race it.
Myron's-
You know what you need to tell him? Tell him you want to beat the Cybertruck.
Yes.
That's what you want to do. That is your goal in life now. is
Myron's
to get their
insistent.
diesel to beat a Cybertruck.
Myron is insistent that this truck is going to be a race truck now.
Yeah.
Because we did take it to Jono, and Jono builds racing engines.
Yes.
And yeah, it's
yes.
no, like everything's working great
Do
except I don't have the power. So I'm
have
wondering
the power.
I'm wondering if we didn't have if
take
I
him
didn't
like
lose a fuel pump or something. That could be a big thing, you know. If the fuel's not being pumped up to the motor, it might not be working right.
Yeah, I mean, that could
yeah,
be, that,
yeah.
that could cause quite a lot of problems.
Oh yeah, you know. That's a remote possibility.
The only time that's not going to be an issue is in an electric truck.
That's right. A good point. And if you've got a fuel pump in an electric truck, we got bigger issues, I think.
Just think, you're never yes. Although, you know what? That's what they like. That's the whole thing. I think with hybrid vehicles, I think are the way to go, because you go half electric, half not. So you're getting all of the power that you can from electric, and then getting all the power. That's why I like Formula One race cars, is because they have integrated this so well.
Have they?
Oh yeah, dude, it's amazing.
See, I
It's
know nothing about
amazing.
this.
So what happens is they have their systems work off of it's not half electric, but it does have electric in the system. And what it does is it helps with the torque, helps with the braking and things like that. But what they do is they recover energy through braking.
Yes, I knew that.
And so when they slam on their brakes or whatever, it recovers all of that energy to help them push whenever they need to hit the accelerator. It's amazing. Anyway.
Regenerative braking.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing
Fascinating
stuff. I am huge into Formula One. Big time.
Awesome.
It's really sad.
Awesome.
So,
all right. We will be right back.
And maybe we'll talk about Christmas trees.
1402-799-1811. We'll talk about Christmas trees when we get back. We will also eventually we got to get to my Thanksgiving saga. It was epic, and not what we expected at all. So we'll be right back. You know, we really shouldn't make jokes right before we come back on the air.
Just push through it.
We really shouldn't. I mean, it's so funny. So
there's literally nothing for me. It's safe for me to say right now.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Christmas trees, yeah.
Yes, we love Christmas trees.
It's now 7:27 in the morning on your Black Friday. You are out. You are about. You are shopping.
Maybe
you are
maybe
rocking it.
8:27. You suck.
Maybe in
time,
the godless central time zone, it's maybe 8.
It's all right.
7:27.
So should we just?
He hasn't gotten it right yet.
Should we just do like GMT time or whatever, Greenwich Standard Time? GST.
Greenwich. It's pronounced Greenwich, but yes.
Greenwich?
Yeah, I was like,
you don't pronounce the W. Don't ask
why
me
don't
why.
we
It's
just
one of
do
those
like
weird
some
Anglo
random
things.
European time?
Yeah, I know. Well, it's the standard time, man. It's like this is the absolute time. You know. I don't know. I'm waxing existential over here.
All right, Christmas trees.
Christmas trees.
There's no subtle
Okay,
way.
I gotta ask. Christmas trees.
Yes,
Obviously, Tombstone mentioned he's going to get his Christmas tree today.
I am.
You're going
along
to
with my wife and 2 childrens.
with the strep throat.
Yes.
Is your wife on antibiotics? I hope she is.
Yes, she is.
Okay, that's excellent. Get better,
Which
Chris.
were very
Get
inexpensive,
better.
by the way. We paid $8.60 cash.
They
for those
are, aren't they? Isn't that
penicillin.
incredible?
Amoxicillin.
Yep.
Ben,
Crazy.
don't cut yourself.
Ben's just whipping out knives.
I got a new razor knife, and I'm like actually really happy about it.
Guns,
Just don't cut your wool sweater with
there
it.
were
Dude,
guns,
no way.
and
I ain't
knives.
doing none of that. All right, where we're
So,
going?
Aaron,
Christmas
are
trees.
you going to get yours as well?
That's the plan. Except I have those truck issues.
That's right.
But
we were halfway through that story.
so I think I'm just gonna load it on the top of the VW
Do
There
it.
you go.
and just roll with it that way. And
There we
do
go.
it.
Do it.
I mean,
Make
there's
sure you
nothing
bring
else I
some
can do.
string. Bring some string.
I have straps. I have straps.
Strangs.
I have those nifty little pads that you set on top of the car, and then you could set the tree or the object or whatever you want to put on top of the car, and then you just drive along.
pads.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
are you talking
It's
about?
like cushions, little cushions.
Like used for a kayak.
Yeah, used for a kayak or a canoe.
You mean the rack?
Mm-mm.
No.
Oh,
it's
I don't
it's
know what-
pads. It's pads with a curve cut in the bottom
It's
and
like-
a notch
it's just
cut
a
in the
pad.
top, so they
pad.
fit right on top of the car.
Pretty
You can
kind
strap
of,
them down.
kind of.
Cool. All right.
It's
that
the same
works.
thing as what Tombstone's talking about, just different.
I will be going to get our tree tomorrow on Saturday.
How big a tree?
It's exact same size as last year, so I think it's like a 7.5. So it's up in the attic. It's going to be real hard to get down.
You're not getting a real tree.
You that's
Lame.
I'm too cheap, and I don't like doing lights. So
You know what? I actually understand that, and I also don't have 4 children, so
yeah.
Ozzy. I can totally see Ozzy. Look, I'm building this mental picture here with the sweater, the cheap pipe, the cheap dollar store pipe, and his 1980s fiber optic Christmas tree.
music. Oh,
Christmas
definitely.
tree.
Dude, my Christmas tree. All right. So one of the things I will tell you, one of the things is that my mother is a Christmas light fanatic when it comes to trees. Like billions of. Grandmother was the same way. Tree had to have 1 million lights on it. So I will take a photo for you guys.
Lights.
And so what we did, and it always had to be the colored lights. Couldn't just be the white lights. It had to be
Oh,
colored
I like
lights,
white
which
lights.
I'm suckered into now to this day. I am
No.
into the white,
Colored,
into the colored lights.
lights has to be colored lights.
Yeah, it definitely does. And so
I'll
what I
explain this
did,
when we circle back around.
and so what I did is we bought a tree from the Home Depot, couple years, I think 3 years back now. And what I did is I took the lights and I strung all of the lights. So my Christmas tree, which is a 7-foot, just regular standard Christmas tree, has I think like 8 strands of lights on it. And then I it's in 3 sections, and so I got the lights that fit perfectly, so I don't have to take them off. So it took me probably about 6 hours to put the lights on. And all I have to do is just take the tree apart, put it up in the attic, and then bring it back down and just open it up, and everything's fine.
So
It's great.
we grew up with fake trees. My parents did not want to do real tree ever. And my wife, when we got married, insisted.
Uh-huh.
No negotiation on this point on a real tree. So we've had a real tree ever since. And now that I have one, I would never. Now that I have had one, I would never go back.
It's the only way to
I'm a big
go.
fan.
It's
It
the only way to go.
smells so Christmassy.
No,
does.
it's not.
It
It's
fills
not.
the living room.
It's
What do you mean it's not?
It's
How-
not. You have to wind up. You have to wind up with all the nasty little pine needles that get all over the
vacuum,
ground.
You vacuum
Yeah,
every
you
few
vacuum
days for a
every-
few
yeah,
minutes.
yeah. Says
It's
the
not
guy with
bad.
what, 2 kids?
And
Yeah.
it smells amazing.
It's a good point. I mean,
I'll give you the smell. Yes, I will
Ozzy's
give
got
you that.
4 kids, and
I'll give you
they-
that.
like
Now,
That's like Ozzy's
all right,
ticket out of
so when we
anything
were,
he doesn't want to do.
I've got
You're
4
welcome.
kids.
I've got 4
Trump
kids.
card,
I'm not
boom.
doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm old and cranky.
Now
No,
we
you're
had
not really,
we
but-
had a Christmas. We had real Christmas trees when I was growing up, and one year so apparently we kept knocking over the Christmas tree, or the dog did, or whatever. I don't know.
Probably
Whatever.
the dog.
And so my dad took or it was my dad or my mom, had one of those plant hooks, right, that you put on the ceiling, and literally strung the Christmas tree up onto the plant hook so that we would stop knocking it over.
I mean, that works.
It was awesome. I think it was like a cat or something kept knocking it over.
We had a
or something
couple
stupid.
years we had to put eye hooks in the wall with fishing wire going to it. When we lived in Vermont, that actually had to happen because the floor wasn't even.
Now, if you look at my current Christmas tree, there's actually one side, like not one side, but there's actually like a V that is goes straight down so that I can shove it up against a wall, and it'll actually be up against the wall more.
Right.
So like there's like a bunch of branches that are just like completely bent at like 90-degree angles on the back side of it.
So we grew up with the real tree. Grew up in New England, of course. Trees out here are hard to find.
Really?
We have
where you are currently.
Yeah,
I was
where we
like
are
New
currently.
England trees
No,
are hard
New
to find in
England-
New England.
New England. There was always so most of the trees here are brought down from Minnesota, and so they're hard to find fresh trees.
Yeah,
and so it's made it a little bit more difficult here. They're expensive too. That's always fun.
Yeah, they are.
But we had 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago now. We had our ceiling. Our ceiling's a 12-foot ceiling in the peak.
Nice.
Maybe no. I guess it's 8 foot, 10 foot, 12. Yeah, it's 12-foot ceiling in the peak. And we ended up getting like an 11-foot tree.
Wow.
And
nice.
that was kind of ridiculous.
That's a lot of tree.
It was.
That
a
is a
huge
lot of
tree.
tree.
It was.
Did
a
you
huge
know?
tree.
All right. So here's some facts from the American Tree Association or whatever the heck this thing is that 77% of U.S. households will celebrate with a Christmas tree.
And the rest are communists.
77.
So
Okay.
77 and 82% of those are artificial trees.
Wow.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
So 17.9% are real. I guess 1% are
And this
imaginary.
is
I
the
don't know.
Fresh Tree Lobbying Association you're talking about here?
This is the hold on, it is the what is this thing called? The American Christmas Tree Association.
Which is, yes, the live tree lobbying organization.
Probably.
Yeah.
Have you seen the thing about renting Christmas trees? Have you guys checked that out?
Say that again. Say that again.
Renting a Christmas tree.
No, I'm
right.
not familiar with this.
Oh my gosh, hold on, I gotta find the stuff
Like
for it.
a fake tree or a real tree?
No, a real tree.
How do you rent a
real
tree?
Hold on.
Why would you rent a tree?
Does it have like a root ball on it?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So basically what you do is they come in, I guess it's not a root ball, it's a planter. So it's a little bit nicer, but essentially the same thing. And what you do is you rent it for a month. It's a live tree, decorate it, do everything excuse me, everything that you want to. And then you send it back.
Oh.
And
what if you forget to water it?
Well, then you probably pay for it. Look at it. Here you go. Rent a live Christmas tree at rentxmastree.com.
How much does it
There you
cost?
go. About the same as buying one.
Well, there's your problem.
There you go. I gave you the link right there.
I mean, but if you're more nature conscious and you don't want to kill a tree for your entertainment, like Roman gladiator,
right? See, now what I think is,
it's kind of barbaric if you assume that trees are living creatures and need respect. Then it's barbaric to merely plant them, uproot them, and watch them die in slow motion in your living room.
Wow, thank you for that grim image.
Yeah,
we're going to talk about turkeys next. But I would find this to be awesome if it was, okay, you buy the Christmas tree and then you plant it like in your backyard or something like that. I don't see the really, like, the whole thing about renting it and then giving it back. That's kind of, I just don't get it. It's a very hipster thing to do.
Dude, this is a Bay Area thing.
Oh, definitely.
And are we surprised? No, we are not.
I am.
I'm not.
Let's see, what else we got here? Let's see. Oh, I looked at that already. Christmas tree by the numbers. All right, let's see. Here we go. Some final tips on what to look for when you're buying a Christmas tree. Basically, if you're going for a live tree, just make sure it looks like that it's nice.
That is not dead.
That's not dead. Make sure that it doesn't have any pests or insects or whatever else. Make sure that
no squirrels like Christmas Vacation.
That could be interesting. Make sure it looks like it's been taken care of. It's not like anything crazy. Make sure you water it so that it doesn't pose a fire hazard.
Yeah,
so
that's very important.
Because that's important.
That is
put
very
candles-
important. Although,
don't put candles on your tree.
guys, I realize it's very.
They used to do that back in the day.
I know.
I know.
It's a bad idea.
But they only had their trees up for like 1 or 2 days back then, so
Yeah,
different
true.
time.
Yeah.
No, MythBusters did the whole torching the tree with lights. Your dry tree, it takes an awful lot of lights to combust your tree.
Well, now it does, yeah, because do they use incandescents or do
No,
they
they use
LEDs?
incandescents. Yeah, incandescents.
Hmm.
Yeah, they.
I would
they
say
did the whole test.
LED are pretty much at about 0% chance of that happening.
Right.
Unless some miswiring or something.
Agreed.
happened.
Agreed. But I'm just
Um,
saying the chances are low of us toasting a tree, but it's there. It's there.
So anyway, be careful with your trees. Make sure that you find a good one. One of the things that I didn't know that we're actually going to get on our next tree is trees actually come in different widths, especially artificial trees. And depending on what size your house is, you may want to get a smaller width, because that's what we're going to be doing next time, is getting a smaller surface width of the tree.
Wait,
Or, I
what?
guess, width of the tree.
Huh? What? Say that again. What are you doing?
Different to the base of the tree, they come in different widths.
So you're getting a narrower tree,
So we're going to get a narrower tree
like a pencil tree,
because no,
nice
not a pencil tree.
1980s pencil
But
tree.
instead of it being like a 40-inch circumference around the base of the tree, you can get one that's like a 30-inch.
Huh.
So it fits better in
I
your
mean,
home.
what's 10 inches amongst friends?
We'll be right back.
And on that note, we will be right back.
Aaron, you can't do
I
that.
totally forgot we were on the air, guys.
It doesn't matter.
Stop it right now! We will stop this tournament! This is stupid! This is absolutely ridiculous! Get out of here! We will stop this tournament right now! We are adults, and this is ridiculous! It is a cornhole tournament fundraiser! Cut the crap!
I was so indecisive on what intro to pick, Ozzy. And then I was
Stuff
like,
hits-
oh, we'll pick the Ozzy intro.
This stuff hits the fan real quick right there.
Like, I feel bad because we left the audience with like 2 seconds of dead space, and I was like, what do I press? What do I press?
Yeah, let's make it sound funny.
Do I do the Trump intro?
That's
Do
why
I do
they
the...
don't give us a 1-star review.
So by the way, I just want to show you. I did add some things to the list.
Oh.
Like.
How dare you!
Yes. yes.
That's right. And
Do you have the whole thing?
no, I don't have the whole thing. Why would I have the whole thing?
Not the whole thing, but like that 20 seconds or whatever it is.
Oh no, just
How dare you!
that's all I have. That's all I have.
That's awesome.
So that
That's
when, you
awesome.
know-
Sorry, I feel sorry for that kid.
I could dig it.
Me too. And then I have.
Shut up, Karen.
What
Shut
was
up,
that?
Karen.
What's that from?
What did you
I-
get that from?
I don't know.
Did you just make that off of like your
no, I
your
found
computer?
I found
Sound like
someone. I found someone
That's-
saying, "Shut up, Karen."
that sounds like a computer voice. My Mac could do a better
No.
job than that.
No, some guy, and he's just like,
It's a
"Shut up,
monotone.
Karen."
It's a monotone.
I know.
Yeah, it's that's terrible. You need to get a better one than that.
I will try, but
Why don't you just pull it from one of our things of us yelling at Jeff?
We need a voiceover. Well, that
I'll do
then
it
would
right
just
now.
be-
You ready? You ready? Here it comes. Ready? Shut up, Karen.
There you go.
There we
That's
go.
it. Write down
Boom.
the timestamp for that.
Did it. All right. So, not to bore our audience, let's see how many stars we have now.
Oh,
Wait.
check the stars.
Let's see. Hold on.
So,
I'll allow
Aaron,
this.
you're way too excited about
Let's
this.
see what we got here.
Hey, you got to bring the energy, Tombstone. It is morning. It is Black Friday. The kickoff to the Christmas season.
Wow.
I don't think
Aw,
I'm gonna be able to get
yeah.
my. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get my new TV today.
Oh,
You're nuts. Why would you want to do that?
why would
today?
you go get a new TV today?
I wasn't gonna go down there. I was gonna order it.
Oh, yeah. If you're
Now,
just ordering,
all right. Now, I got nothing against
I'm
ordering
not
things
going
online.
to. I am not going to Winterfro today. It is out of the
Oh,
question.
my goodness. Do you get stuck in so much traffic? Holy
oh,
moly.
look. If anything goes down today in my house,
No,
it's,
no, we're
it's
still
online.
at one.
By
we're
the
still
way,
at half star.
I need to give a shout out to my friend Brandon Miller. He's working today. He's working out his notice, so he has to work today.
Oh, that's
so, Brandon,
terrible.
I just want you to know your sacrifice and dedication to American capitalism is noted and appreciated.
I don't know why that's funny.
He
but it is.
he may call. He said he was going to try and call in. We'll see if he calls in.
I love it. I love
So,
it. That would be a blast.
All right. So
Hey,
what
so just real
you were
quick,
talking about your
real quick
turkey
house-
debacle here.
a little bit of housekeeping, real quick, guys. If you are about to pull into a drive-through, give us a call. We are going to play sometime whenever you guys are ready. Whenever you guys want to call in,
Jeff.
Caitlin, whoever wants to call in, drive-through password.
I don't know what that is.
Well, I will explain it as soon
Right
as they
now.
call
Why-
in.
Why don't you explain it
Well,
right now?
it's basically like taboo, but we don't give you the words you can't say. You just can't say the one word, the password. And so we give you a word, and you have to convince the drive-through person to say that word. So,
that sounds
so
like a terrible waste of time on
so-
a Black Friday morning.
it is Tombstone. It is.
No,
That's the
you
glory
can't
of
do
it.
that. That is not nice.
Yes.
I will not. I
Yes.
will not be party to this
Fine.
foolishness.
Mute him. No, so like you pull up to Chick-fil-A, and we give Jeff the word compromise or Judas, and they have to. The person in the drive-through has
There's
to
no.
say.
How are they going to get them to say that? There's no way.
I can come up with at least one
Yeah,
way right
exactly.
now. So, are you ready? Ready? Here we go.
Okay, here. Well,
So what was
Ozzy's
that guy's?
demonstrating.
What was that guy's name that betrayed Christ? What was that guy's name? You remember what that guy's name was?
Thomas.
No, the other guy.
Philip.
No. What was his
Paul.
name?
Paul.
It started with a
Just
J.
kill me now.
No,
It's
you
like a
can't do that. You
J.
can't
Can we talk
suggest
about
a
happy?
J.
Can we talk about happy things?
It was
You
like a
can't suggest a
J.
J. That's like. Why don't you just
Why?
spell it for him?
J-U.
Oh my goodness.
Meanwhile, everybody in back of you is like, why is this Chick-fil-A line not moving? What's
Well,
wrong
right,
with
exactly.
you people?
Exactly.
I mean, no.
Exactly.
Tombstone, for the cause of capitalism, we only give them 30 seconds.
Oh,
So I know.
Capitalism. How about for the cause of not being a jerk? Forget capitalism. I don't care about.
No, this is all
capitalism.
about being a jerk, Tombstone. Let's just be
No.
honest. Yes.
I'm not a jerk. I'm not.
You're
gonna
not.
be party
That's
to
why.
jerkiness.
That's why you're sitting there. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
my goodness.
Okay, so
Oh, my goodness.
so
all right, where are we going now?
we had an interesting Thanksgiving. We normally do Thanksgiving with friends, which
Okay.
is nice. Friendsgiving.
You've never done Thanksgiving with me.
Unfortunately, I know, and I make good food. And
So
so
does your wife.
that's true. It's very true. And so we normally do Thanksgiving with friends. We've done, fried turkeys in the past, as Ozzy and I talked about earlier today.
Ooh, turkey.
And it's a great time to spend with the people that you care about. And this year we were planning on going over to our friend Reese and Caitlin's house, and they just had literally last Friday, 1 week ago, they had their firstborn baby, Rollins. So congratulations to Reese and Caitlin.
That's so nice.
For having the first baby. But we decided we couldn't go after Trevor came down with a stomach bug on Tuesday or on Wednesday. Yeah, woke up Tuesday night, Wednesday night with bed covered in goodies. It was
Kids are the worst.
Guys, it was terrible.
I have not yet had to clean up middle of the night throw up.
It was
it's
bad.
Knock on wood.
Alyssa,
I have a really strong constitution. So does Carissa. I'm hoping
It doesn't make it any easier.
Alyssa,
it doesn't make it any easier.
Alyssa is much better at handling the stuff than I am, and so she.
Well, I mean, I'm
took one for the team.
hoping our kids are not prone to throwing up because neither me or my wife are. I'm
Well-
hoping that's a genetic thing. We're passing it on.
This is the first time for Trevor, so for him getting the stomach bug. So, anyhow, so we decided we wouldn't go, and so Thursday morning we get up and Trevor's feeling okay. He hadn't thrown up in 24 hours, so we're like, things are great. We'll just chill, and so, but we're gonna stay at home just to make sure the baby doesn't get sick.
Yeah.
And so what
Good
really
call.
bites is we were gonna throw down. We were gonna take them, we were gonna bring the turkey, the potatoes, the stuffing, we're just gonna bring everything to their house because we're like,
So you basically screwed these people over
yeah,
for Thanksgiving.
yeah, pretty much, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
You were like,
I was like,
good luck.
I don't.
You get to go
I
go
know.
shopping on the busiest day to go find food in the entire year.
We let
Have
them-
fun with that.
We let them know on Wednesday. We let them know
bad.
Wednesday. No,
You
so
guys
we.
suck.
I know. It's bad. So we ended up on Wednesday. We ended up Wednesday letting them know. Thursday comes around. They said they were fine. So so they were fine. They've got family in town anyway, so it's okay. It's okay.
Like we got some Aldi's pizzas in
Yeah,
the freezer.
right. It's like I didn't dare send them food because what if our food was like poisoned with child sickness? And so
You could have sent them food from Walmart.
You could have
I
sent
know,
strep,
that's true.
strep food, like we almost did.
Oh man, it's terrible. And
We
so
were thankfully fine.
we sit down finally last night, 6:15 to Thanksgiving dinner. We have Thanksgiving dinner, all the fixins. It's great. Alyssa did a great job. I made the stuffing. I made the turkey. I made the cranberry
for another
sauce.
3 people.
Had enough for about 8 other people, which is what we were expecting.
Absolutely.
And so Myron proceeds to throw up.
Oh no!
Now Trevor was the one who was sick. Myron throws up, and I'm like,
apparently
man.
he was sick too.
Well, no.
Good thing he didn't have anybody.
He had phlegm in his throat and just coughed,
man.
which made it even worse.
That
And
is terrible.
and the worst part is Trevor is a sympathetic puker.
Oh no!
Oh, no!
Yeah.
Well, you guys will have a
No.
happy family memory about this.
Well, yeah.
holiday.
I mean, it was all good until it was all good. It was all good until
It was good till people started blowing.
It was
chunks.
all good until Alyssa came out of the bathroom and yells, "There's a marble in the toilet," and I'm like, "What? This doesn't make any sense." And she gets the kitchen tongs,
oh my gosh!
Oh no!
and I'm like, "No,
Did you throw it away?
no."
You threw them away, right?
Our dishwasher sterilizes, so it's okay.
Sure. Keep
Yeah.
telling yourself that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
There are certain things that are just not salvageable, especially after
They were
kids.
stainless
This is-
steel. It's okay.
That's right.
Sure.
Stainless steel.
Sure.
Stainless
Yeah.
steel tongs.
Yep.
Yep.
Nope. Yep. No.
Look, I'm voting for them being thrown out, but no.
There's-
So that happened,
yeah.
and then Myron comes out. Myron, being the 4-year-old who doesn't have a care in the world, comes out, and Mom was like, "Myron, put on your underwear, and put on your underwear when you go out." And
We have to say that
so-
so many times throughout the day. It's
amazing.
ridiculous.
It really is. It is amazing.
It's like
But-
a thing with
So-
boys. Like we have to
Oh,
say
yeah,
that. We
yeah,
have
yeah.
3
Well,
boys.
not just,
And
not
honestly-
just boys.
It's
Honestly,
just-
my wife says it to me too. So
Well, my little girl used to go through like 4 or 5 changes of clothing a day, and
Oh,
in between clothing changes, clothing
Thank-
was just optional.
oh yeah.
Yes.
absolutely.
But
Yes.
she has a funny thing where if my wife pulls something that
Yeah.
Johanna loves certain outfits. She's very much a little girl this way. She loves clothes.
Yep.
And if something comes out of the dryer that she likes, then somehow magically whatever she's currently wearing will be dirty.
Oh,
Yeah,
she has to wear the
she
new
has
thing.
to
yeah.
change.
Uh-huh.
So, and sometimes
I
it's
know
just
that.
not worth fighting.
That's
over.
funny.
No.
And
no.
so I uttered something last night that I never thought I'd utter in my entire life. As Myron comes out the door, "Myron, put on your underwear." No, not on your head. Why? Why does the underwear naturally go on the head?
It's brilliant.
It's got elastic. It fits over. It's a good fit.
I mean,
It's true.
It
he, like,
provides
sticks
shelter
it
from
over.
the elements, except for the holes. You
Like
know.
the smile, the happy smile of just ignorant
Yep.
bliss that he had after doing that was,
Yep. And the funny thing is, they're not even like at this point in time, they're not even being smart about it. It's just, it's like it's on.
yeah, oh yeah.
It's on.
It's
I'm
like-
not trying to be,
So I feel
yeah,
I
that's
don't.
awesome.
I can't say I feel bad about this, but Myron,
That's awesome.
but I do kind of. Myron last night, we told him he needed to go take a shower, and our shower up in our main living area is not finished yet. And so we go downstairs into our basement to shower because we've got a secondary bathroom down there, a 3/4 bath with a shower in there, and so I tell him, 4 years old, go down and shower. He can do this on his own. And he's like, "Oh, well, I want to go down and run first. I want to go down and run on the treadmill first." And I'm like, "Whatever, okay."
Wait, what?
What?
Myron wanted to go.
Yeah,
run
Myron
on the
wanted to go
treadmill?
run on the treadmill. Yeah,
He's got an exercise regimen already. How old is this kid?
we've instilled. Yeah, look, this may shock you, Ozzy. This may shock you. I may be a very large man who enjoys his food, but I also very, very, very much enjoy exercising and have instilled in Trevor and Myron that you need to be doing your exercises every day. And so he'll typically do some push-ups every day and some sit-ups, and he likes to go running. And
there is an unfair advantage when it comes to children and exercise.
It really is.
Because, have you ever tried to, do, what a baby does, planking and stuff?
Oh, I know.
Oh, my
I know.
goodness.
But
I
it's
don't understand how that works.
But, Ozzy, if we instilled that from a young age, that's cool to do and that's awesome to do, and, from 3-4 years old, just got them exercising like that, they wouldn't stop.
3 or 4, man. My kid's 9 months old, and he's been planking for
Aaron,
4 of those.
But I'm saying let it stop. Don't let it stop.
One of our listeners wants to call in. Can you remind me of the line number?
It's 1-402-799-1811.
402
799-1811. And so anyways, he goes down for a shower and decides he wants to go running. And I told him, I think there's a big heavy box on the treadmill that I had moved off my weight set last night because I've got, all that reloading stuff in the basement that I was trying to sell. And
did you actually sell any of it?
I sold a bunch of it, yeah.
Yay!
And I found out a lot of it is a lot more valuable than I thought it was. So
nice.
We're going to make some good Christmas cash if I can get it sold on eBay. So hats off to John from RevTac Firearms for letting me know.
I don't think that veneer sight you took a picture of was worth that much, though.
No, it wasn't. I sold that for $5.
No, well, $5 is $5. That's Chick-fil-A right there.
That's right.
Well,
That's right.
No, it's not. It's that's
not a New Jersey. Ben.
It's like a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich right there.
Well, close enough.
That's sandwich and fries without a drink.
So he goes down there. I told him not to move the box.
Why you would do that to yourself, I don't know. Sorry, Aaron. We're like frickin' squirrel this morning.
I know, it's okay.
We are full golden retriever chasing all the squirrels and the rabbits and the cats and God knows what else.
It's nice.
All right,
no,
so
Myron
goes
Myron,
downstairs.
Don't move the box. There's a heavy box. Don't move the box because I'm thinking he's going to move it and he's going to crush Trevor with this box. And
you smashed your brother.
He's not going to think anything of it.
That's a legitimate fear, right?
It is a legitimate fear.
Absolutely. I tell him 4 times: do not move the box. Do not move the box. Do not move the box. Do not move the box.
Totally moved it, didn't they?
And he comes back up and he goes, "Daddy, I think you're going to be very proud of me."
Oh.
He's like, I am strong enough, and I moved the box. And I'm like, shoot. I told him 4 times not to move the box.
Yep. What do you do?
It had to punish. I had to punish.
Yeah.
I had to punish.
Consequences.
Yep.
Yes.
He was not happy because he not only got punished, but he also was not allowed to go running. And that really destroyed his little heart.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. It was bad, guys.
You got what you got to do.
I know.
Boys.
Parenting bites sometimes, guys.
Parenting is not for pansies.
It is not for the faint of heart. It is, well, no, it's not for the faint of heart.
No, that's how you get snowflakes.
Well, yep, there you go. And on that note, we will be right back, guys. 1-402-799-1811. This is the Black Friday Christmas Kickoff edition of the Front Porch Show. We'll be right back.
That you'll hear on Monday.
That you'll hear on Monday or now. Whenever you're listening, we're here. We're happy. We're rocking it. We'll be right back. There you go, guys.
Feeling it.
Got some Christmas
like it.
vibes going there.
I am feeling it.
Yeah.
Like it a lot. That's awesome, actually.
I like that.
It goes really
really well with my apple pie.
1-402-799-1811 is the message line number. We are entertaining calls all morning to listen to you, talk to us, talk to you. It's a beautiful paradox. Just
We
call.
need Ben H. You need to call if you're listening. It's your time to shine.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
dude. Call it in, man.
So
I like the
stocking
groove.
stuffers.
I like the groove on that. Sorry,
Aaron and I were
got
talking
lost in
about-
the groove.
During the break, Aaron and I were talking about whether or not you could fit a 55-inch television to a stocking if it was a big enough stocking.
Absolutely.
I think hypothetically it's possible, but the material for the stocking would probably be more expensive than the television.
Are we talking like
Seriously.
Walmart yoga pants stockings? Because those will definitely fit a 55-inch. Might fit a 65-inch.
I don't know what to say. First of all,
I
you're the brain.
apologize.
You
The
need
people
help.
of Walmart are
I
unique,
think
that's for
think
sure.
you need professional help.
Sometimes I just say things and it just comes out. I mean, or I think things and it just comes out. And it's just
You
terrible.
need professional help.
Oh, man. There should be a Black Friday people of Walmart. There's got to be that somewhere.
There must
sure
be.
Sure,
there
that,
is.
that must bring out the crazies.
By the way,
man.
real quick, Ozzy, do we have an update? Have we had any brawls yet?
Let's see here. Come back to me in about 2 seconds.
Okay.
Ozzy, have we had any
Have
brawls?
we had any brawls?
Let's see.
I don't
Black-
see any yet.
Uh,
None
Go to
yet.
World Star.
no, but there is a guy that is UFC's Mike Perry that gives some Black Friday fight advice.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Please tell me more.
Oh, let me look it up here. Hold on. Let's see. It's for TMZ Sports. It's UFC's Mike Perry. Black Friday fight advice. His fight advice is stick and move. So,
It's true. That's good advice.
yeah, that's
Stick
that's
and what does that mean?
it. Stick and move.
What
But
is stick in this context?
like as in stick
I was-
with shank.
No.
You're sticking the
this
knife.
is MMA, Aaron, not not Mortal Kombat.
I would assume it means that you punch him and then you move and then you punch again.
I
and
thought
you
maybe it
move.
was stick him to the ground, like put him down, then get
Maybe
get
that
out,
too.
get out of dodge.
Let's see.
This is not as helpful as I hoped it would be.
Okay.
No, that's like literally all there
That's
is.
all it is. Okay.
Oh, here we go. Oh, wait. Here we go. Stick and move, man, Perry tells TMZ Sports. Throw objects, use chairs, and keep your distance. So, there you go. There's some
This is
Friday advice.
This is Bubba Jones from Oklahoma City. In search of Black Friday job, willing to stand in line for you so you don't have to.
That's the thing. Have you not seen that?
$8.50 an hour, please.
No,
Resume. Listen. Resume available on request, but all you need to know is I'm 300 pounds, 6'3". Plenty of felonies, so you don't have to worry about me backing out of a fight.
Important things in life.
We'll clap out a housewife if it means getting you a TV over her.
Take down the Karen.
Wow.
Take down the Karen.
100% money back if I don't deliver the product you hired me for.
That's right.
Wow.
That's
Okay,
But he
Okay.
might
So
just take
awesome.
take your $300 though.
Have you
might.
seriously seen this thing though? Like there is in New York City, there's people called, let's see, what is it? Some old line dudes. And
Really?
it is a legitimate business. Here, I'll give you the link. And it's a legitimate business of these people wait in line. Like you pay them to wait in line for you to get tickets, to get
Oh my
whatever
goodness!
you
It's
want to
just
get.
a bunch of old guys who literally.
It's a bunch of guys that literally they stand in line and buy things for you.
How much per hour is this pricing?
I don't
Pricing.
know. Let's
Here
see.
we go. Pricing 4 hours, $85, so $20 an hour.
Woo!
It's definitely a
Man.
New York thing.
I'd do that, man.
Minimum is 2 hours, $10 each, additional 30 minutes, 2 to 20.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Events,
Yeah.
stores, ticket sales, and DMV.
Wow.
That's genius. That's smart.
DMV.
That's wow.
DMV. That's worth it in some places.
So
Okay, guys.
There you go.
Guys, I need tips. We're stuffing stockings.
Yes.
What?
Not yoga pants.
Not yoga
stockings.
pants stockings.
Regular stockings.
Regular stockings.
Quilted.
I don't know what it
Nylon.
is. It's like it's like 12-inch stocking. It's like it's your standard Christmas stocking.
I'm tracking.
Yeah.
We had little
know.
quilted ones when we were growing up.
It's probably quilted. I don't know.
Like Charmin.
Not one you would actually want to wear. What?
Yeah, not one you'd wear because there's no match, which bites because they're cute. But yeah, no, I like.
Where are we going with this?
I don't know where we're going with this.
Listen,
no,
if you have stocking stuffer ideas,
this has been an absolute issue. Like for the last.
Are you talking about finding things?
Finding
for
things
the kids or finding things for the wife?
For the wife. Alyssa takes care of the kids' stockings.
I
don't have to worry about that.
It's hard finding things for a wife because it's like everything tiny is super expensive.
I know. It's like I buy
like
her gold bricks and
gold, yeah,
gold bullion, and and she just it's super expensive and it's really small.
Okay, great. Why don't you get her ammunition if we're going that way?
I have a whole bunch of empty brass downstairs in the basement. I can just fill up the side with brass.
That's it. That nothing says love like I'm going to give you empty brass that can't protect you.
Here, baby, I love you. Go reload this.
Oh no!
Family that reloads together.
Yeah,
I don't know. Has pallets of ammunition in the basement. I guess
goes out together in the boogaloo
pile of grass in the boogaloo, the greater ice shelter. The big igloo. We're not going to start making
no.
here.
I would say
that is not our speed here.
That is not.
I would say the
too far right.
The candy is the way to go. I would think.
I grew up with stockings full of candy, and I don't like that because it's just sugar.
Yeah, but does your wife like that? That's the point. Nobody cares about you.
We're both pretending that we're on diets, so that's a bad idea, I think.
Truth has been spoken, guys. I hate to do this. I have to go. I have to go be responsible.
Okay, Tombstone, have a blast, man.
You guys,
we're gonna.
How long are you going to be on air for?
I don't know yet. We haven't talked about this
until you get sick of it.
We haven't talked about this
until we get sick of you.
Probably.
Remember, stick and move, man, and use chairs.
Stick and move. Whatever else. Stick you guys and move on. So, all right, amigos, don't do anything crazy. I'll check in later.
Peace.
So okay. So
oh man,
stuff in that stocking.
What are we gonna do here? Let's see. How about
Tombstone left channel and disconnected.
Their Tombstone left.
I'm terrible at this.
Yeah, I don't know. Like what? Oh, let's go to the Google. The Google knows all.
That's where I'm headed. Let's see.
Give me ideas, Ozzy. Give me ideas. I need something. I mean, so. The customary as a kid was candy, toothbrush, toothpaste, an orange.
You can buy socks with your face on them.
That's weird. That sounds really expensive. I mean, look, as we discovered last week, we can buy bikinis with Trump's face on them.
Oh, that's a bad idea. Don't do that.
We'll let the audience Google that themselves.
That's a great way to sleep alone.
It is. Tombstone really should shut off his camera because that's.
Oh, look at that!
Yeah, there he is. He's turning it off. There we go.
I don't want to view a gallery. I don't want to do that. Who wants to?
No. I just need ideas. So
I need good ideas here.
I don't have great ideas for this.
Let's see. How about a nice bottle of wine?
I mean, maybe. But
we got candy. Oh, how about some, let's see, they have like bath salts.
We don't have a bathtub. That doesn't work.
Hand warmers.
Do they have shower salts?
Yeah, it hurts.
You just stand in the shower and you throw stuff.
Throw salt in somebody here. Here you go, it's a saltwater bath. Chuck salt at him. Let's see. I mean, these are all terrible, like cooking utensils.
That's lame. No.
Magazines.
Why would you roll up a magazine and put it in there?
I don't know. I really don't know. How about like socks? Like socks, gloves, candy, spoons and forks. That's a terrible idea too.
That's a terrible idea.
Who comes up?
It's like, here, I'm gonna give you something. Be utilitarian.
How about a keychain?
No.
Man, I don't know. How about a pooping reindeer? There you go. That says love.
Nothing says love like a pooping reindeer.
Like what? What is going on? Slippers. There you go.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, okay.
A jump rope.
Nothing says you're fat like buying your wife a jump rope.
Says the man who's faking a diet.
It's true. It's true.
Let's see, hats.
Do what I say, not what I do.
Oh, see, the problem is all the small stuff is really expensive.
I know.
You know, they're like, oh, you can get like earbuds, and you're like, yeah, if you want to spend like
$300,
$30 to $300 on them, sure, that's a great idea. Like, that's a legitimate gift. That's the problem. Somebody call in and tell us what in the world.
Yeah,
that's what we need. Is I need like somebody to call in who knows what they're talking about.
I was like, oh, we'll get something like a bracelet or something, and it's like $200 for a nice bracelet.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, good grief.
That belongs underneath the tree, not in the stocking.
Right,
because
exactly.
nobody wants to be disappointed. Now,
unless you're throwing down like $20,000 for Christmas, but Bubba don't have that money.
So, yeah, but you're buying your wife gold bricks. Stave off of the gold bricks for like 1 year.
Okay.
You'll have the money. It'll be fine. So, do you guys do what we used to do as kids is we used to be able to open one gift before Christmas, like on Christmas Eve. Do you guys do that? What do you guys do?
So German tradition. Hey, we have an incoming call.
Incoming. Here it comes. Oh no.
Hey, you're on with the Front Porch Show.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Great. How are you?
I'm good. Are you in a drive-thru?
No.
No? Oh, bummer. We were hoping. So who is this? Who is this, and where are you calling from? Because we have no idea.
My name is Caitlin.
Oh, yay!
All right, what do we got, Caitlin? Do we have any good? What are some great suggestions that you would want for? Do you have a husband? I'm assuming.
Yes, I do.
So, what is it that you want him to put in your stocking?
So, what I do every year is I have him come with me to the stores wherever I want to go, Target, JCPenney, you name it. And he follows me around the store, and whenever I say, ooh, I want that, he waits like 10 paces and then snaps the picture, which I almost always see. But I don't care because I know that I'll get what I want.
I love it.
And it works. It works every year, I'm telling you.
That's awesome. That is a great idea.
That's great. That is a great idea. What other advice do you have? What's the thing that you were hoping that Santa will get through your husband's credit card?
Well, I want a new phone, but I don't think that's happening.
They're on sale today. They're on sale today.
We should go. Black Friday and all.
Yeah, that's right.
It's true.
I don't think my husband can put up with crowds, though.
No.
He has no patience.
It's rough. It's rough being a man.
But I also do love Cyber Monday, so I try to get little hints in before Cyber Monday too.
Now, see that is a great idea. So I'm having this issue though that as of this past birthday that Alyssa had, I'm all out of the save for later list or birthday wish list for Alyssa, and so I'm out. I have nothing. I have nothing left to buy. I bought something the other day that was from like 2012 on the wish list.
Wow.
Hey.
That's a long time.
I was working back through.
Staying on top of that.
I know. I'm working back through. What can I say? But yeah, it was like, but yeah. It's such a challenge.
I think the shopping thing is the way to go. You just got to go with her and follow her around, and when she sees something, just kind of take that mental note. Or you can try and take that sneaky picture, which she will always see. But
so I'm curious. So I'm gonna kind of break this down a little bit. So basically, what happens is you go to whatever JCPenney's or Macy's. Let's go with Macy's because, you sound like you have expensive taste. So we'll go to Macy's. We'll go to Macy's, and basically what happens is that your husband will so you walk in the Macy's door, and then it's like your husband is like stalking you, or do you guys actually communicate? Or so basically the Macy's security every year is like, here comes this lady again with that stalker.
Yeah, pretty much. Well,
who touches everything that she touches.
No man ever wants to go window shopping. So every husband is always dragging their feet behind their wives anyways. So they already kind of all like stalkers. They're just kind of there.
Oh my goodness.
This is how it is.
So while you're stalking your wife, you might as well be productive and find the things that she wants.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, have you ever gone through and just looked at something that you absolutely didn't want but was super expensive that you knew he couldn't afford?
And that you knew you'd return later?
I haven't done that yet, but you guys are giving me ideas.
This is the year. Or just walk. Yes. Or just walk through and find something that's absolutely, completely off the wall. Find the one thing that you know he will not buy because of just sheer embarrassment or something like that.
Oh my.
So there you go.
So true. No, my question for you guys, if you don't mind.
All right, what do we got?
Is how do the wives pick out the gifts? Because when I ask my husband about what he wants for Christmas, it's always the big, super expensive things, or like hunting things or gun parts that I know nothing about, and I can't buy it myself to surprise him.
Oh.
Or he wants something so specific that I can't pick out because it has to be this, and this. And I mean, what do you do?
I'm
just
not
give
gonna
him
lie.
like a gift card?
No, I actually buy my own gifts. if I want something specific, and then I just give it to my wife, and when it comes in, I go, hey, this is for Christmas, and my wife won't let me open it till Christmas. It's kind of sad.
So
but I get what I want because I'm very specific about certain things where it has to be this. I know that there's also lists, like Aaron was saying, where it's like, you know what, which is actually what I'm going to try and do this year, is have a list of, hey, here's literally the specific thing and where to find it, and then, give her a list of 20 things and just let her pick out whichever ones there is.
That's what I did for my birthday. I picked out 10 things that I really, really, really wanted, and some things that I thought were completely pointless but would be hilarious if I got, and I got every single one of them.
No,
I did, including a tomahawk. I mean, I was like, hey, let's randomly add a tomahawk to the list.
That's awesome.
And I got a tomahawk for my birthday. I mean, hey.
That's awesome.
Of all the things. No, a list. I am super specific. I send a list. I send a list to my mother-in-law and my wife. And I'm like, these are the things that I want. Y'all figure out what you're going to get me. That's great. Because who knows? Seriously, who knows what to buy a grown man?
Yeah.
I mean, we're terribly.
So true.
It's horrible. We're terribly picky to buy for. We're
absolutely.
We're probably worse than women.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's a riot. It's a riot.
Yes.
So awesome. Hey, thanks for calling in this morning.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes. Thank you. Good luck on the Christmas wish list.
Good luck on the Christmas wish list.
Have fun with your stalker.
So much.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, my goodness.
That was awesome.
So that's a good idea. I like that.
There you go.
I like that.
Tips.
That's good tips.
That is some good tips there.
I don't know if, with 2 kids, if I can ever find a time to chase Alyssa around, Walmart? I mean...
It's subtly walk behind your wife with 2 children. You're like, Mom, and Mom just ignores you the whole time.
It's like, it's going to be hard picking out whether it's Trevor and Myron saying, I need that. The
awesome.
new thing is, I feel like I need that today.
Yes.
Excuse
Yes.
me? Excuse me?
Yes.
You feel like you need that? I feel like I don't have the money for that.
I had my daughter's birthday was was a couple weeks ago, and we're in Sam's Club, and my daughter got $10 from her aunt and her uncle, and so she thinks that she has got all
$1 million, yeah,
all
that's
the money
right.
in the world.
We'll
And
buy the
so-
entire toy aisle in Walmart.
So she's not looking. So she finds this Elsa doll, and is just like loves it. And there are two of them. There's one that doesn't talk, and then there's one that sings the "Heaven Forbid" stupid Frozen "Let It Go" song.
You taking your kids to Frozen too?
Yeah, actually, we're gonna take my daughter.
Oh, I
not
knew it.
The boys, not the boys. My daughter is like head over heels for it. So
Myron
yes, we're going
Myron
next
officially
week.
declared he could not watch Frozen. Like
Nice.
Alyssa was about to throw it on Disney Plus,
Nice.
you know,
Yeah.
and Myron declares it's too girly,
Absolutely. I
and he's
agree.
like, nope, can't watch it. And I'm like, wait, what? 4 years old, too girly.
I agree. So anyway, so there's one, and one is $20, and the other is $40.
Oh,
And of course, my daughter is the one that's going, oh, you know what? I need this one. This is the one. And she comes over with and I was like, I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I'll pay the extra $10 and just, we'll be
Right,
fine. Or
exactly.
Whatever, And yeah, and so she thinks she bought this $40 doll with $10 worth of money. So it's terrible. It's terrible.
And on that note, here's to ruined childhoods. We'll be right back.
Absolutely.
When she hears this in 15 years, you're so screwed.
Lord, I want to thank you for my smoking hot wife tonight, Lisa.
That was a non-gendered person, Ken, and you just gave it a gender.
I tried this one chili that set my mouth on fire, and I had to drink a 2-liter of Mountain Dew.
All right, leave this guy alone with his poor constipated poops. We're going to come back and talk about politics. That's what really matters here.
And yet again, no, we're not. We're not talking about politics.
No.
Why would we
No.
talk about politics on a day like today?
No. I would like to thank the Lord for my smoking hot wife, though. Let me tell you,
Woo!
she made some amazing apple pie that I have been munching on for like half the show now.
Oh man,
It is.
So
Oh my goodness.
I was wondering how weird it would be if I had a turkey sandwich right now. I mean,
I don't really find that weird.
9:38 in the morning.
Do it.
eat-
Do it.
I mean,
Just do it.
I can't. I gotta wait till a break. I gotta
Well,
wait till
yeah.
a break, and then
Yeah.
I could do it maybe.
Break it.
I don't
Break
know.
it down. Break it down.
I don't know, man. We'll see.
Whatever. Get lit from that.
Man, it's a great segue there.
I know, right?
Do you do Christmas lights on your house?
Not yet. So we moved into our house 3 years ago, and I have just not gotten around to buying the Christmas lights and putting them up. I used to do them all the time at my parents' house. I used to be the one that put them up.
Gotcha.
So, and they looked amazing. Yeah, it really wasn't anything though. It was like you line the roof with Christmas lights. That was all. My mother liked the what are those? The icicle lights.
Yeah, it must be a generational thing because my
They
mother
like
loved
those?
those too. We never had them on the house, but my mother loved them.
They're nice. They're really nice.
Never got into them.
I don't mind them. They're nice. And they made the house look nice. So, but
Yeah.
I haven't figured out exactly what we want to do or if we want to do it, or I'm not.
Right.
I'm not really sure yet. But
We need to
Yeah.
get a wreath. We need to put it on the door.
yeah.
I'd like to do a wreath, like a big wreath on the front because we've got nice tall peaks.
yeah.
I'd like to do like a big wreath on the side of the house.
Are you gonna put like a giant star too, or something like that?
I thought about doing a I'm a sucker for those metal stars.
Yeah.
And I thought about doing like one of those on the side of the house, but not. But then I was like, that might be too redneck.
You know what I gotta find is I have to find one of those big brass eagles to put on my house whenever we get it paid off.
Yeah.
So, but I did research on this, which is a little bit crazy, but
I know.
Essentially, what it is that's like the symbol that you have paid off your home and you were free of debt. Yep,
really?
That's actually what it symbolizes.
No kidding.
So I'm going to. I figure I have another 27 years to figure out and buy one. So
I mean, it beats carving a massive middle finger up on your wall and putting the bank's name under it.
It's true.
It's much more tasteful. Much more tasteful. I mean, can you imagine driving around seeing that?
I could, yes, in New Jersey, yes. I could.
I mean, the big middle finger underneath is like Bank of America. Oh my goodness.
So Christmas lights. So do you do Christmas lights?
We have Christmas lights outside on our deck that are year round Christmas lights.
Nice.
It's kind of like lights for our deck. Right. So yeah, I mean it looks pretty. It's nice. Yeah, it works.
Have you ever lived in like a neighborhood or something where they did like one of those Christmas light competition things or whatever?
No, you know, I've never lived in a neighborhood.
Like Christmas with the Cranks, where they do like the holiday,
the
whole thing,
right?
You know, and everybody's got to put up a Frosty.
Go all Griswold.
Yes.
Which I watched the other night. It is such a terrible situation.
We'll have to get into that too. What Christmas movies are great.
Yeah, I know. So I was accosted in a hotel the other night. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten home. It was for work. It was okay. It sounds weird. I made it sound weirder than it was.
Yep, definitely did.
Always do that. Yep. Mm-hmm. And so I'm in a hotel the other night, and there was nothing on to watch. Nothing on at all.
Isn't that terrible?
And like there wasn't even Shark Tank, and I'll turn on CNBC or whatever that is.
I do like Shark Tank.
I'll turn on CNBC and watch Shark Tank for hours on end.
Yeah, Shark Tank's
and it's
great.
like it just gives you lots of ideas. It's awesome.
Oh yeah.
And so
America.
I was like, that's right. The beauty of capitalism.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna watch some Shark Tank. I'm gonna, eat my dinner, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna pass out at like 9 p.m. because I don't have kids here.
Right.
And my wife's not here, so I'm gonna enjoy life and go to bed.
1:00 in the morning, you're still wide awake watching like CNN.
Oh, I know, it's terrible. And so no, I'm like, there's nothing on, and so I turn on. I see that Christmas Vacation's on.
Nice.
And so I had to watch it. It's one of those you must watch.
Yeah. There are certain movies that are absolute must watches.
I mean, I typically won't watch Christmas movies before Thanksgiving.
No, you can't.
I just don't do that.
You can't.
That being said, today after the kids go to bed,
people who do are communists. That's obviously what it is.
That's right.
Capitalistic people don't do that.
That's right. Amen. And so I don't know why we've completely insulted 100% of our audience this morning.
Oh, there went that half star. It's gone now.
It's gone. And so today after the kids go to bed, well, I should say tonight after the kids go to bed, Die Hard is getting broken out because that's one of the best Christmas movies of all time. At knock
those are good movies.
Whatever Plaza.
Those are awesome.
It's great. They're great Christmas
Those are awesome.
movies.
I love the Santa Claus.
Oh yeah,
those
are
Santa
good.
Claus.
Which
No. The Santa Claus is good. The Santa Claus 2 and 3 are terrible.
Yes, I agree.
They're awful. They're awful. They shouldn't have been made. They should have just stopped.
I agree. I've seen all three of them, but the first one was gold.
The first one was
amazing.
Brilliant
absolutely.
movie. Yes. Let's see what else. Jingle All
Christmas
the Way.
Story. Oh, Jingle All the Way is good.
Yes,
with Sinbad and
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's right.
Yeah.
Jingle all the
way. Christmas Story.
Yeah,
that's
a Christmas
classic.
Story. I mean, look, I'm raising little Ralphie, When he's got his glasses
You definitely
on.
are.
When he's got his glasses on.
Yes,
oh my goodness.
You definitely are. Are you going to get him a BB gun?
He actually already has one. So
Oh,
yeah.
dude, is it one?
Yeah.
Is it literally the Little Red Rider one?
It is not. It is not. No,
so well.
I went with one that a pump up one that he couldn't really pump on his own.
You can kill some scarls with it.
Well, I didn't want him to shoot his eye out. And so no.
Now that we're off air because we just got sued.
No, so I got one that he couldn't pump up on his own.
That's a good idea.
That I'd have to pump up. That way, he'd have to depend on me to shoot the thing.
Yes.
But
yes.
I know.
Actually, you know what was really good is last year Netflix came out with the Christmas Chronicles with what's his name in it?
Shoot, you told me about this.
That was an excellent,
or maybe
excellent
Jeff
movie.
told us about this.
That was a really good movie. I did like that.
If Jeff was the one that told us about it, I wouldn't have thought it was good until you told me it was good.
And then you have to watch. Yeah, because Jeff sucks at this stuff.
I mean, Jeff thinks that Top Gun is the best movie of all time.
Oh my goodness! No, don't get into it. Oh no!
Which he may be right. He may be right.
He's gonna call in and be like, "What are you talking about?"
I'm baiting him.
I love it. I love it.
But yes. So we've never done the Griswold lights. We've never done
Home Alone.
Oh, Home Alone's Home Alone's a good Christmas movie.
That's an epic.
I haven't seen that in years.
The second one wasn't bad either. The third one is
it's not the same kid, is it?
No, it's not. It was terrible.
And see, that's the problem. When they start losing the cast, it's not good.
Yep.
What's another good Christmas movie?
Technically,
Red.
Batman Returns is technically.
Red starts at Christmas.
Yep.
Remember, because he sets a snowman out. He sets a snowman out in the yard.
White Christmas.
Here's one for you.
Oh, It's a Wonderful Life.
That was the one I was just going to say.
Yep, there it is.
It's a terrible movie.
Or Miracle on 34th Street.
I don't like It's a Wonderful Life. I think it's terrible.
You're just un-American.
I think the movie's un-American.
I love how you transition that. No, I'm not un-American. You're un-American.
No,
that solves it.
I don't know. Always watching it, I felt uncomfortable with it, and I don't know what it was. I thought there was communistic undertones.
What?
I know.
What are you talking about?
I know.
You're crazy.
I don't know. I had this discussion with Alyssa the other night. I just don't like it.
You are crazy. Yes. Oh my goodness, you're nuts.
Am I totally off?
Yes, you totally are. You absolutely are. You're a nut. There's nothing. So anyway, Chris, back to Christmas lights.
Hey,
if you have a favorite Christmas movie, call in and let us know what it is and why.
I am not totally off the wall here.
You are.
No.
You are.
No,
you're gonna find some random Reddit people, the other 50 people in the United States who think It's a Wonderful Life is communist.
Is the New York Post
communist? Yes, they are. That's what they're trying to do. Is they're trying to prove that they're not by making A Wonderful Life communist, an American staple.
Oh, I don't know
How
about
dare
that.
you, sir? How dare you?
No, this is everywhere. The FBI was watching It's a Wonderful Life. Was watching yeah. I'm just saying. Now, granted, this was back in the McCarthy era, so McCarthy thought everyone was a communist.
It's true.
So,
Mr. Hoover.
Mr. Hoover. Did you ever see that movie?
Yes, actually, I did.
That was a good movie.
That was a decent movie.
I was a little rough, but it was a good movie.
Yeah, it was a decent movie. There was a lot of good stuff.
Yeah,
a lot of good stuff in it.
I learned a lot more from that than a lot of other stuff.
Yes.
So solid, very solid.
So how many lights are too much? How much is too much as far as?
Well, obviously, Griswold is too much.
Absolutely.
When you're blinding your next door neighbors.
I remember watching a Home Improvement episode where Tim puts lights on top of the house.
Yes.
And it's just he's like, you can land a 747 with these things. He's like, what? Yes. That if I was going to go over the top, that's what we would do.
I watched an episode the other night. So after
they're so good.
Yeah, after family vacation or Christmas vacation ended, I I was flicking through the channels and I saw Home Improvement on some obscure channel, and
Yes.
it was the vasectomy episode. It was not good. Not good. I was like, oh, okay, so we're not gonna watch this.
Yeah, cut that one short.
Oh, that's good.
There's almost no coming back from that reference.
No. Yeah, so. No, what a great show.
You lucky listeners listening live.
Oh boy. Some of the wow.
The things that sneak by in a live show, it's great.
It is. They're good. They're good. I'm gonna have to go back and edit. What can I say? No, like, how much is too much? I mean, I've seen some crazy Christmas light displays.
The thing that gets me is the amount of money people spend on these competitions.
It's not just lights.
Right. It's like an entire light show. It's literally something you would see at Disney World. It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, not that they're not cool. They are. They are very cool. But when you start getting into the thousands upon thousands of dollars you're spending on these lights and sounds and everything else.
Oh, good grief, yeah.
You have got to be ticking off your neighbors in some way, shape, or form.
Buying an FCC radio license because of all the interference.
Oh my goodness gracious. It's nuts. So we do have we can maybe post this on the board or whatever.
Unfortunately we can't play them on the air.
Right, we cannot because there is copyrighted music. And who knows, these light shows might be copyrighted too for some weird reason.
Right.
But there are some awesome looking light shows, but man, neighbors have got to be so freaking out about all
since
these.
we're live, I'm actually going to post this right now.
Oh, cool.
Which is awesome. So we can post this in real time.
My favorite one is there is a Harry Potter Christmas light show, and it is epic. Out of all of, I think there's like 5 of them on there or something like that, and I think they're all from like 2 or 3 people, I think.
That's crazy.
But it's like some of these are absolutely insane.
Now, I remember seeing a Trans-Siberian one back when we were in college.
Yeah.
And that was in terrible quality, but it was good.
Yeah. There's a lot of really cool stuff. There are a lot of really cool stuff.
And it's amazing. Like, it's crazy with the high def stuff that people have now.
Yes.
Yep. Wait, what?
Yep. Now that's what we'll have to come back and do that segment too, because have you been to a Trans-Siberian Orchestra one?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
yes.
I have not, but we went to a Mannheim Steamroller concert.
Oh, yeah. I've never been to one of those. Heard that's great.
It's trippy.
Okay, I want to hear.
Come back and talk about that.
Absolutely, I want to hear about your Mannheim Steamroller, and I will tell you about the Trans-Siberian.
Awesome,
because it's an experience of a lifetime.
Yeah,
and we've been 2 or 3 times.
Nice.
We've got enough for multiple lifetimes now.
Awesome.
Well, that was a different version of Deck the Halls.
I like it.
Yeah.
Actually, I like that one. That's nice.
It had some 80s feel to it.
That's good.
I dig that.
It was good.
Kind
of was like a Mannheim Steamroller kind of jive to it.
It was. That's
so
funny.
I like
funny
that.
you mentioned that, since, it's where we're going this segment.
I am the Segway King today.
You are. I bequeath to you the knighthood of Segway King today.
So anyway, Mannheim Steamroller. We did last year. I took my wife to a Mannheim Steamroller concert in Philadelphia. We like the music; it's great. I listened to it as a kid. back in the 90s, early mid-90s, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's great. It's great music. It's good. Just simple. Well, not simple, but just great Christmas music is what it is.
Oh,
and,
my goodness, Alyssa.
You just jumped halfway out of your seat.
Alyssa just brought me breakfast, and I did not see her or hear her come up. And I was listening to your story and reading another article at the same time. And so my mind was already two separate places. And wow. Okay, sorry about that, Ozzy.
That's good. All right, anyway, so we go to the concert. We're expecting awesome music. It is live, the whole 9 yards. It's in this beautiful theater in downtown Philadelphia. Just absolutely gorgeous.
Ooh.
I think the theater itself was like 180 years old or something like that. Like super awesome. Just very nice. Small, not small venue, but I want to say it seated like 2,000 or 3,000 people, something like that.
Aren't those cool though?
They're so awesome. So everybody's up on stage. They do all the announcements. The yada 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 yada. Everything starts, and you're listening to the music live, and it's very synthetic. But there's like not a full orchestra, but like kind of a piece together, a different orchestra depending on what they needed. Anyway, so there's probably 30 people up on stage, something like that, playing the music. It's great, and so we're sitting there. I'm expecting concert, maybe some lights and some cool laser show kind of things and stuff like that, which they had. Smoke machines they had, all the lights and everything were great.
Yeah.
And so we're sitting there, and one of the things we did not expect is there is video during the entire concert. Okay, so
what
basically,
type of video?
The entire backdrop is different random videos that some of them looked like that they were professionally shot, and some of them looked like they were shot on like an 8mm camera by a kid or maybe a teenager. And it's all part of the feel. And so it was really strange.
Are we like
to
going for the
explain.
Christmas home video feel? What are we going for?
Some of it was. And so I don't
So
know.
was this their Christmas concert that you went to?
Yes, it was.
Because I know they have other stuff, not just Christmas music.
It was the traditional Mannheim Steamroller Christmas music. And so a lot of it, the guy Chip Davis, who was the guy that invented it and came up with the whole thing, started everything, which is not part of it now, because I guess he's just too old to do it anymore. So anyway, so they tour still, and it's still all of his music and yada yada yada. I'm sure he still owns all the rights and everything, but it looked like all of this stuff that was filmed back in like the early 80s when it came out. And it was just filmed because I don't know if they were just too cheap to do real video, but it's full of all of these trippy videos and stuff. So one of the things I would recommend doing is one of the ones that really threw us off is one of the most epic songs that Mannheim Steamroller has is Carol of the Bells. Just simply epic. Absolutely awesome song. So go to YouTube and look up Mannheim Steamroller Carol of the Bells live.
Or you could just go to the Facebook page. www.facebook.com/myfrontporchshow.
There you go. And you can check it out live, what it's like in the concert. And it is so strange. And so me and my wife are sitting there amongst, many people, and we're just sitting there, and like we're both wide-eyed at what is going on because it does not make sense. There's so many strange 80s videos, and none of it's bad. It's just like you're just sitting there in total disbelief because
so I've got to
the
ask you
music
this
is
question.
awesome, but it's so trippy.
I've got to ask you this question. Like, is this like a 70s, like, were they like on some weird LSD trip when they created this?
I don't know. There's a lot
and that's what they were like presenting? Like, I have never been to a Mannheim Steamroller concert. And so I have no point of reference for that. So I am not sure. I have been to Trans-Siberian Orchestra several times. And that is an incredible concert. And we're going to talk about that when we get back. I, for some reason or another, have lost Ozzy.
Must have been a bad batch around here because Floyd counties went crazy in the last 4 days. When I finally got down here to the house to look to see what happened, the door was standing wide open. It looked like he was packing up for a yard sale when he came out. He was lying, throwing his hands, saying stuff like, I didn't do it, you know how roads do, and blaming on everybody else. He did pull a gun on me when I got back around the house because I guess he thought I was upset with him. Who steals a cheese grater? He's got the words, Lysol. He stole an empty bottle of spray. What got me the most was my soap. He stole my soap. Who steals soap?
Ozzy, I will say that despite the several technical issues we've had today, we're still doing pretty well as far as tech goes.
It's not bad.
No, not bad at all. I fixed that, Ozzy. I fixed your echo.
Okay, cool. I was like, whoa.
Sorry about that. Sorry about
that's
that.
That's trippy.
Everyone was getting that echo.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
Man, that was crazy.
Stole my soap.
Jeff is attempting to call me right now. Hold on.
Oh, is he? Awesome.
Not on the message line.
Oh, well, that's crazy. All right, so let's see. What are we going to talk about while Aaron's taking a call?
No,
here?
I'm good. I'm back. Right. So we were talking about Mannheim Steamroller, and you said it was trippy.
It was
a 70s acid trip.
It was.
Maybe I said that. But...
It was odd. It was definitely odd. It is an experience. It was not at all what we were expecting it to be, because I was expecting a concert with just regular lights, you know what I mean, or an orchestra or something. And the video is absolutely what made it very, very strange. And I don't know. It worked. It worked, and it was fun, but it was definitely a unique experience. So if you can get tickets to it, it was not that expensive. Go to it. It is an experience.
Cool.
That's what I will say. So
yeah, we did the Trans-Siberian thing twice, 2 or 3 times. Man, I can't remember how many times. That is fantastic.
That sounds like it would be fun.
You have to have an appreciation for the music. If you're not into that style of music, you're probably not going to like the concert.
Well, yeah.
Think happy classical meets heavy metal. And that's probably, that's probably where you're at. Because it is, it's like 80s hairband rock mixed with classical music. Because they're playing a lot of classical music, classical pieces in a very, very different orchestral fashion.
Absolutely.
And so it's fantastic. The light show is incredible. The laser show is off the hook. When you're in an auditorium with literally 15,000 people, and
what was it, an auditorium, or what venue was it?
It was a stadium.
Cool.
I think it was actually an ice rink.
Nice.
Yeah. So the first time we went, I was too cheap and got what I thought was going to be terrible tickets for like $10 a piece or something. It was super cheap.
Nice.
And we ended up sitting to stage left, up above the stage. And so we were no more than 15 rows from the stage.
Cool.
Right off to the side, far
awesome.
side.
That's
and
awesome.
So we saw everything going on.
That's cool.
And it was great seats, and it might have only been like 10 rows. Like, it was super close.
Yeah.
And because we had a couple rows of people in front of us, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then we decided that we'd spring for we would spend the extra money the next year, and because I wanted seats right in front.
So you spent $12.
So we spent, I think it was like $50 for a ticket.
That's not bad.
It's not
still,
bad
though.
for a concert.
You know
and
what's
it's one of those
you know what is killer is all of the random hidden fees that they have on those tickets.
Yeah, man.
That's what's killer. Because I have bought tickets before where it's like, oh, you know what? There's $60 a ticket or whatever. So you're thinking, okay, $120 plus tax. And then they're like, oh, there's a delivery fee. There's this fee. There's this fee. And all of a sudden you wind up paying like $50 extra for all of the fees. And you're like, what is going on?
It's so disheartening because you're like, I'm going to get out of this for, $100. It's going to be, one. I kind of consider it like once every 6 month date. Like a good big date.
Right. There's something, you get away, you get out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's a good big date. And we did the same thing with we saw Orlando Bloom in New York City on Broadway.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Romeo and Juliet. I took Alyssa to see Romeo and Juliet on Broadway.
Wait, Orlando Bloom?
Oh yeah.
I did not know he was a Broadway guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, man. So he
what?
He Yeah,
was he shooting arrows at people?
So I think this was
so weird.
This was like a semi-modern rendition of a modernistic impression of Romeo and Juliet.
Just so you know, nobody gets away in the end.
No, they didn't. And I mean, it only took him like 10 minutes to get his shirt off. And then in the end, he literally sold the shirt off his back for some charity.
Wow.
Yeah, like literally, he's standing up there, and they're auctioning off in the theater the shirt off his back. The sweaty, nasty shirt off his back. I think it ended up going for like $1,500 or something. $1,500, and I think the person could take it off him. So yeah, it was a little weird.
So they beat you out for it, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't.
You were like $1,450. That's my max.
That's my max. I can't go any higher to take the clothes off Orlando Bloom's back.
That's so creepy.
It was. It really was.
Oh man.
We walk out of there, and I turned to Alyssa, and I'm like, did anyone else find that as creepy as I did? Because that was weird.
So creepy.
That was weird. I mean, we're literally undressing Orlando Bloom.
Oh no!
Buying his clothes. It's like I didn't know that was legal in New York City. I mean, I know stuff is questionable on Times Square, but man,
Times Square is creepy.
Times
though.
Square
I'm not
is like
gonna lie.
It is not the former den of debauchery that it used to be. I guess
it's not, but it's still like for instance. All right, we went to Times Square. I take my wife every once in a while. We're about 3 hours away. Well, 2.5 hours away.
Do you take the bus in, the train in? How do you do that? You drive in?
We drive in. Usually we stay. We either stay in the Meadowlands.
Okay.
And then we take the train into Lincoln Station.
Right.
Or what we also, if it's just a day trip, because it's a 2.5 hour drive, we'll stay in Jersey City and then we'll take the subway over.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's nice.
So, which is the easiest way. We've taken the ferry over. That one's fine, but it takes a long time.
Yeah.
Because you got to get everybody on the ferry. The subway is by far the fastest way.
Right.
And then the train is nice to take over.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Yeah. But it's good. But anyway, so we were in, and it wasn't even late. It was October, like mid-October or something like that. Went for a couple of days to the museums and things that are there. By the way, if you go to New York, you got to go to the Met. The Metropolitan Museum is amazing.
I think we drove past it.
It's amazing. Oh, super, super awesome. Yeah, anyway, so definitely go there. If you go to New York, go to the Met. It's
we also
awesome.
drove past the Guggenheim.
Possibly, yes. The
we drove
Guggenheim.
past that.
You got to watch out for the Guggenheim because that has a lot of questionable things.
Interesting.
In it sometimes.
We didn't go there. We drove past it.
Because anyway. I digress.
Gotcha.
So we wound up in Times Square. Which basically, if you go about maybe 2 blocks off the Times Square, it can get really shady very quick. So we stay within about a 1 block radius of where Times Square is.
Yeah.
So we're walking around Times Square. We round this building and we come back and we're headed back into Times Square, into right into the dead center of it. And this guy, in this car, all of a sudden this car pulls up or is in traffic or whatever, and this dude gets out and he is screaming at the driver of this car that he just got out of.
Oh man!
And so we're standing there, and it's like 6:30 at night.
This is why you shouldn't take Uber, folks.
Maybe 7 o'clock at night. He is literally just screaming. He's dropping the F-bomb left and right at this guy, whatever. And the guy is, he's got his window down and he's screaming back at the dude or whatever. And, blah, 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 blah. So the car pulls around. He makes a left-hand turn and pulls around or whatever and vanishes or whatever. And we're not thinking anything. The guy that got out of the car looks a little disheveled. He's probably drunk, to be honest with you. And all of a sudden, this dude from approximately where the car parked, I guess, comes at him, and they start having a fist fight about 15 feet in front of us. And I'm standing there going, okay.
Nice.
And I grabbed my wife, and we just turned around. We started walking the other way because I'm like, yep, not getting involved with any of this.
No.
And yeah, so that's
not getting arrested in New York City.
Times Square is cool, but every time I'm there, I'm on edge the entire time while I'm in New York.
When you end up with that many people in that small of an area, people get punchy, and I mean no pun by that. They literally do. They just get antsy, and that's whatever.
Just remember, stab and jog.
Oh my goodness. We stayed like 4 or 5, maybe it was like probably half a dozen streets down from Times Square, I think, in a hotel. And so we stayed right in the city because we had never stayed there. And so we stayed in the city for 2 nights. So we were there 2 nights, 3 days. We walked probably 50 miles in those 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
Because,
you have to take the subway.
Because, no, we did take the subway, but I'm telling you, man, we toured everything and we hit everything fast. So we went to I took her to Broadway, took her to the show.
Right.
That was for her birthday. We went down to the financial district. We checked everything out down there, which was super amazing. We saw the bull, of course. The bull with the bull. The bull.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a bull.
All his glory.
Definitely a bull. definitely a bull. We got a picture of both the front and the back. So a lot of tourists like to stand in the back of that bull and get pictures at the back of that bull, which is hilarious.
Including you.
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember if we actually have a picture of me at the back of the bull, because there might have been just a gaggle of tourists. And where else did we go? Oh, we saw the Fed. We saw the stock exchange.
Oh.
Do we have breaking news?
We have breaking news from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So it looks like apparently it says this fight took a shocking turn literally when a stun gun was used during a fight in Franklin Mills Mall. Oh, baby. Watch out. There's stun gun. That's not even like a cop or anything. This is like a bunch of ladies fighting over something. I can't tell.
What are they fighting over? We need to know what they're fighting over.
I'm not sure. It's blurry, but like it looks like these 2 ladies are having at it and somebody pulled out a stun gun. So my goodness gracious. Let's see. And Saginaw, Michigan. Here we go. One shopper discovered getting Black Friday deals was like stealing candy. Or, in this case, a box from children, real or staged. You decide. So yeah, this is getting good. So these are all, I think, from today, supposedly.
Man.
Maryland. There's another one from Maryland. That's about it. Yeah, look at it. Apparently, one of the shops to avoid is Victoria's Secret, because I guess women apparently go crazy there.
Do they really?
Especially in Annapolis, Maryland. So stay away from Annapolis.
Guess there's no angels there.
That's
boom.
That's literally what it says. Thank you. Anyway, there we go. All right, back to the stories.
Now there's some stocking stuffers there. So yeah, we also
family show, man.
Family show. Okay. So we went down. We ate at Foss Tavern, and that's down in the financial district, and that is where our founding fathers used to eat.
Wow,
that was super crazy. Like,
that sounds interesting. Was the food really bad?
No, the food was really good.
Oh, okay. I was hoping it was like really bad and it was full of typhoid or something.
No, it's like sitting in this tavern, knowing that you're sitting in the same room that literally George Washington sat in.
Was it still all original, or did they updated by then?
It was the old tavern tables, like the long tables.
I've heard that's like one of the awesome things about going over to England is that like the pubs that are around there in Ireland and stuff like that. I had a lady that I know that came back from Ireland, I believe, and she said one of the coolest things was the pubs.
Yeah,
because it's all like, these are literally hundreds of years old. And these people and their families have been going to these for, hundreds of years. And it's like everything is all this antique, beautifully antiqued wood and everything that's just, and the feel and the look and everything are great.
Yeah, so this is, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. It's France's Tavern.
Oh.
Not Faust Tavern. France's, that's Mephistopheles. Which is crazy that I knew that reference. Hey man, we are cultured here on this here show. If
I are smart.
That's right. And
like
so
like rogues do. These people are fighting like rogues do.
That's right. And so no, this place was absolutely gorgeous. And so we went for lunch. I don't even remember what we had, but it was just like the long oak tables, and it was gorgeous. I mean, the place is just beautiful and old, and yeah, knowing that you're sitting in the same room that literally our founding fathers sat in, George Washington. We sat. If you see the picture picture number 7, on that page that I just sent you, we sat like right next to the window there, next to the George Washington photo. It was a surreal experience, and I mean. So they've got like church pews.
Oh wow, that's awesome
for the tables, and
look at that.
So we sat that 2-seater there, right underneath the George Washington photo, Yeah, right.
George Washington's still there.
George Washington portrait.
Is his body like propped up against the wall in the corner?
It's like weekend at Francis. Weekend at Francis. We got George Washington. Just propped up right there.
He's still there.
He's still here. No, it was a great experience.
Is the food to die for?
Sure was. Got dysentery. No. I hope they don't come after us for like libel now. No, it was absolutely delicious.
Wonderful. It was
seriously, it was delicious food. A little pricey, but I'd go back.
Yeah, well, you know what? Something I'm fine with paying price for a really good experience.
Yes, yeah. And as I said,
places,
I was paying to sit where George Washington ate.
One of the cool places we went to was Gino's East in downtown Chicago. Which is apparently one of the 2 places that claim to have invented deep dish pizza.
Yes,
and it was. Oh my goodness gracious, it was amazing. But one of the things that you could do there is you could write on the walls.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like one of those places where it was literally like the entire place was covered with people's signatures on the walls and different things. You know what I mean? Like there wasn't anything like obscene or anything, but it was that was
unlike
really
most
cool.
places that do that.
But my gosh, the pizza, man. Oh my goodness. I want to say we paid like $26 for a pie. But it was like,
well, yeah.
I mean, I want to say it was like 16 inches or something like that. Maybe like 3.5 inches to 4 inches deep.
When you can get three meals out of that sucker,
my goodness, yeah, it was literally you could only eat 2 slices max. It was amazing. So highly recommend that if you're in the Chicago area. It is amazing.
What is the restaurant in Charleston?
Yeah.
Oh man, what is that restaurant? It was so good. It's downtown. It's a seafood place.
Well, I mean,
they have she crab soup.
I don't know what that is.
No. What is the restaurant? What is it? It was... Oh, Hyman Seafood. Yeah. Hyman Seafood in downtown Charleston. And this place was off the hook. And, like, so you sit down at the table, and your table has who has previously sat at your table. I sat at my table, like, carved into the table, Strom Thurmond sat here.
Huh.
Like, literally, there was a tag on the table that he had sat there at that table. And I think the other side was, like, Raven Simone, as in, you know, Disney's Raven Simone.
Interesting. Oh, do you know who she is?
Wasn't she the little girl from the
Cosby Show?
Yeah. So weird.
She was. What was
so weird.
Yeah. Isn't that so strange?
It's absolutely bizarre. No, so Hyman Seafood had this incredible. It's called she crab soup, and it was off the hook, and so like your tables are all labeled with who sat there. There's like. It's like a 2-story establishment.
That's pretty cool.
I think we might have actually sat upstairs. It was so weird.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, what a cool experience. I mean, it was.
Yeah, we have the best. Oh my goodness, the best Chinese food place I've ever eaten at. That is on one of the islands near us. It's called the Dragon House. But they've literally been open since I think the 50s, like the late 50s. And they have like all these photos of like all of these celebrities that have gone there throughout like the years and stuff like that.
Oh, that's
it's
funny.
Really cool. So, but it is, oh my goodness, the Chinese food there is killer, man. Oh, it's so good.
I mean, look, when in doubt, if you can't get celebrities there, just superimpose them with like.
Oh, absolutely.
With
that's
a
what
bag of your
Photoshop
stuff.
was made with.
I was in a restaurant down in Florida, some barbecue joint, and every picture on the wall was a celebrity with their bag photoshopped into the photo. And so, like, you had JFK getting off an airplane, and he's like holding the bag from this barbecue joint, and I'm like, no way.
Do you remember when those photos took place? You remember that, right? When you took that photo with JFK?
I definitely remember that.
It's right Absolutely. After the wall was torn
down. My goodness. I'm never going to live that down, am I? I am never going to live that down.
Jeff's going to love me.
Hey.
How dare you?
No, this was I wish I knew where that place was. It was a great place. It was in West Palm Beach. If I can find the Best Western, I know where it is. Because I stayed in the Best Western.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird.
Oh man.
I found the road that it's on. It's probably not even there anymore. No, yeah, it's Park Avenue Barbecue.
Oh,
Park Avenue Barbecue.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Uh oh. Watch out! It's going to be Jeff calling to insult you.
This is Jeff calling in again.
Yes.
What do you want, Jeff?
Hello.
What do you want, Jeff? Hi, Jeff.
You're talking about restaurants and then remembering JFK eating there, huh?
Yes.
Oslin scored some major points for that one.
Hey, Jeff.
How dare you?
I love that.
That's all I have to say about that. or Jeff.
Shut up, Karen.
Did you make a button to that?
Oh, of course I did.
Of course.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good.
I mean, you got to have some fun.
Oh, so how long you guys going today?
I don't know.
I figure we've got another 20 minutes. I mean, we haven't actually gotten anything that we were actually planning on getting to.
No.
So it does. It really does.
Yeah.
And it's been a great day. I mean, we proof of concept is here. We have successfully proven that we can go live and it can sound okay.
And that no one will listen to it except for the 4 people that we're related to.
Well, you know,
That's very true.
In their defense, it is a little challenging with the whole figuring out how to listen on your phone. I mean, how hard was it for you, Jeff, to listen on your phone?
So it's pretty complicated because if I went just to the website, it doesn't show up anywhere on just the website that I can see.
See that's stuff that we have to know. That's good feedback because we want to make this streamless.
The only way I could get not streamless, seamless.
Seamless. We want it to stream.
It is streamless at this point on the phone.
Right now it's apparently streamless. But I had to click on the link you shared on Facebook to get to that specific stream website to get it. There was no other way to see it on. Obviously, you said YouTube didn't work out, and the website wasn't working out.
Yeah, I didn't think the audience wanted to see my beautiful face this early in the morning.
Trust me, they don't.
I can't blame them, to be honest with you, especially since I've just been sitting here eating the whole time. So
I will say that is actually what keeps me awake and scares me enough to be able to be lucid in the morning.
Just eating, eating?
Watching your face.
Oh, watching my face. I see. I see that. That's
it made
weird,
him lose
man.
his appetite, so he's not eating.
That's really weird. I don't know how to feel about this. I feel very strange now.
You guys are talking about restaurants. We went for breakfast this morning before we left North Carolina. My uncle took us to this place called Biscuit Head.
Oh, I've heard of this place.
I gotta Google this.
And apparently the biscuits, the whole thing is the biscuits are supposed to be the size of a cat's head.
Yeah, cat head biscuits, man.
Wait, what?
There were some, yeah. It was pretty good. I got with the biscuit. I tried some honey sriracha jelly.
That sounds a little weird. Is it any good though?
I think it was sriracha honey. That was good. There was some awesome gravy, sausage.
Did you just Google a cat head biscuit?
No, I did not. I Googled the restaurant. Look at that. Oh, my goodness.
The bacon of the day today was jalapeno strawberry bacon. Very good. Very
There's
good.
a bacon of the day?
Wait. Strawberry bacon?
It was jalapeno strawberry. It was, I wasn't sure I'd like it, but it had the sweet, the spicy. And then my sister got a gravy flight. So it was like a biscuit and a half with 3 different kinds of gravy. And to try on
Oh
the
my
biscuit.
goodness, I'm looking through these.
Look at these, man.
Now, see, look, I like that type of biscuit, that drop biscuit. I love those biscuits. I am not a huge fan of like the rolled out biscuits unless you're eating it with something. But that is,
man.
That's so gorgeous.
Dude, it was good. And it wasn't bad. It was like, the breakfast I got was like $10, and then you buy your coffee. But, it was the biscuit and 2 sides and 2 eggs any way you want them. And like I said, I ended up getting one of my sides was the gravy to go on the biscuit, so I didn't just have to do the jams and jellies and then the bacon too. So it was pretty good.
It looks the pictures are looking incredible. I mean,
That's
my goodness,
awesome.
It's like an eggs Benedict on top of a biscuit. And now these are very reminiscent of the Chick-fil-A biscuits.
Oh my goodness!
In the way that they're formed.
They're like 4 times the size.
Well, right, 4 times the size, but they're drop biscuits. They're not.
I can't even speak right now.
Yeah, they're the crumbly Southern style biscuits, not a layered biscuit.
I love those, man. Oh my goodness, chicken. Oh,
I can't.
Hello.
I gotta get off. Have you seen
There's fried chicken?
Oh,
fried
chicken on a biscuit. Oh, it looks so good, Jeff. Why have you done this to us?
Chick-fil-A had nothing on that though.
Oh, I bet they don't. I bet they don't.
No,
when it comes to comparing it to a real place like this, I mean, Chick-fil-A is just fast food.
Oh
yeah,
my
exactly.
goodness.
Wow, that looks good.
I can't even you need. Oh,
I still have 1,000 photos to go through.
That's
there's 1,300 photos on Google. Oh my goodness.
Have you checked out, have you ever heard of a Lambert's Cafe?
No, what is it?
All right, so they literally have, it is home of the throwed rolls. And they literally, it's the place that chucks rolls at you. Dude, check it out. Awesome stuff.
Yesterday at our Thanksgiving table, it was the home of the throwed rolls because I asked for another dinner roll, and completely unexpected, my uncle literally chucked one the full length of the table, and it was a curveball too.
Oh,
it was pretty good. It was a pretty good chuck. Was not expecting it. I did make an error. It hit the ground, but I snagged it before the dogs got to it. So
nice.
Hey,
nice.
10-minute rule, man. 10-minute rule.
Good recovery.
Or before the dog gets it.
Yes. Yeah.
We did hibachi last Sunday.
Ooh.
And that was excellent. But
Hibachi's always good.
this was the boys' first hibachi experience.
Nice.
Did they catch the shrimp in their mouth or anything?
I caught some egg in my mouth. Yeah.
Nice.
I caught it. Alyssa caught it. No one else at the table caught it. I don't think. I could be wrong. I think maybe one other person did. But anyways,
the boys get the sake squirted in their mouth.
Myron freaked out when he came around the table and squirted him with the water from the little dude on top of the You know exactly what I'm talking about. Certain states on the East Coast consider that sexual harassment. But anyways, Myron was completely weirded out. He's like, "Why did he squirt me? Why did he squirt me?"
Oh, that's good.
And I mean, and they love it with the kids, anyways. I mean, they owned it with the kids. So it was a blast. But Myron's like freaking out because there's flames flying everywhere, and he's like,
"Oh yeah."
And Trevor knows that fire is hot and fire is dangerous, and don't touch fire.
Volcano, man.
Oh yeah, onion
that
volcano.
Epic.
Mm-hmm.
If I could cook like that, oh my goodness.
If I had a skillet top like that.
Oh, baby.
I could see Osmond being like Councilman Jam from Parks and Rec and having a tabletop grill that he bought from a hibachi place in his kitchen. And he's just making like scrambled eggs on it.
What is wrong with that?
I would do that.
There is nothing wrong with a flat top, Jeff.
I would absolutely do that.
Especially when you're in like a diner desolate land like I'm in.
Yes.
He's like trying to catch the egg on the spatula and it's just cracking everywhere.
Oh, that was the funny thing. So Trevor thought it was hilarious when, he did the one on the spatula, right? And then he just sets the spatula on the flat top on the griddle, and then cracks the eggs and pours it down the spatula.
Yeah.
And Trevor thought an egg slide off the spatula was the funniest thing he had ever seen. I mean,
really?
Little 2.5-year-old just starts dying, belly laughing, because the eggs are sliding down the spatula. And I'm like, I don't know why that's funny, but I like it. I like it.
More.
And so he did all 6 eggs that way. I was like, oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
That's incredible.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Sweet.
So much food, guys.
Good
so
deal.
much
Good
food.
deal.
So much food.
I don't know how you're talking about food this close to like after Thanksgiving. You're not still in a food coma.
Oh, I'm as soon as the show's over, I'm going down to have a turkey sandwich.
Absolutely. Absolutely. My wife makes like a turkey casserole thing out of all of everything that's left, and it's oh my goodness gracious. It's
have you guys? I think we talked about this, but I haven't tried it yet. I want to try it. I've seen a recipe where you take egg roll wrappers. And then you take your leftover, like a little bit of turkey, a little bit of potatoes, a little bit of stuffing, some gravy, and then you wrap it all up and fry it in the egg roll wrapper.
Weird.
And so it's like Thanksgiving in an egg roll wrapper. That sounds awesome.
That seems fascinating.
Oh,
okay.
Man.
Weirdest, but best pizza I've ever had was a Thanksgiving pizza.
What?
Yeah,
awful.
Thanksgiving pizza. Didn't have mashed potatoes on it. It had stuffing, turkey, gravy, and cranberry sauce on this pizza.
Oh.
And it was like you literally bit into a mouthful of Thanksgiving every bite of pizza you had.
Oh my goodness.
That's interesting.
It was fascinating. Awesome. It was weird. It was delicious.
Do you remember Jones Soda, the glass bottle sodas?
Absolutely.
When we were in high school. Okay. Do you remember they had the Thanksgiving flavors?
That seems very weird.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I want to try them. I haven't tried them ever, but they had like a turkey and gravy flavor, a mashed potato and gravy flavor. I think maybe like a stuffing flavor. I don't know if they had like a sweet potato flavor, but they have sodas that were Thanksgiving flavors.
We had from Aldi's, they had a pumpkin spice soda that me and my wife got.
It is in Aldi, and I do not want to try it.
It is so strange because it tastes like pumpkin spice, but it's not like in a coffee or anything, and so it's a real trippy thing because it's like you're expecting it not to be a liquid or to be a thicker liquid or something, and it's just not. It's super
like
strange.
Pie flavor in a ball canning jar, but you know.
Yes.
Fresh off the still, boys. Fresh off the still.
Just make sure you skim that top layer off so you don't go blind.
I am driving through the city right now, so.
There you go.
Hey, there you go.
You got signs everywhere saying, "Hey, buy here."
Stop by Smoky Mountain Knife Works while you're there. That place is awesome.
It's a good place.
I'm not out there anymore, so.
Good times. Hey, we got to go to break. We'll be right back with the final segment of the Front Porch Show Live. If you guys want to get in on Drive-Thru Password, I mean, we've got one more segment. Jeff's driving through nowhere, so he's not going to be able to play. Tombstone didn't want anything to do with it. Why did he think it was lame? I think it's a great game.
Or call us in with your favorite restaurants.
Oh, that works too.
Since we're talking about that.
We'll be back in a minute, guys. We are back with the final segment of the Front Porch Show. The Front Porch Show Live. I'm Aaron. We've got Ozzy on the other side, and Jeff has called in. He is en route on his travels back from North Carolina to the giant hand in the sky. Is that an accurate description of Michigan? I think so. I think it is.
It's great. Yes, I like it.
And so,
or heaven.
I don't know.
No, nobody. Remember, you have Flint in that state.
No one has ever, and the giant conflict in Saginaw, the fight.
It's true.
As the last line of Escanaba in the Moonlight says, and if you're looking for heaven, it's north of the bridge. So see, there you go.
Youpers don't count.
You ever seen Escanaba in the Moonlight?
Yeah, but it's like let's be honest here.
I don't think
Jeff,
I have.
Like
the Buckless Youpers.
Northern Michigan is not really Michigan.
It's Canada. It's Southern Canada.
What was that?
Northern Michigan is Michigan.
Guys, did one of you just rip one?
No.
Nope. And we're not Eric Swalwell.
That was so weird, guys. I swear I heard something. And it wasn't me. Okay, I'm gonna go. Right. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that, guys.
Anyway, all right. Was
Eric Swalwell a guest in this segment?
That was hilarious, by the way. That he claims it wasn't him. He claims the chair was just squeaking on the floor.
Sure.
Don't know.
And Epstein didn't kill himself.
It's true.
We had to bring it in there somewhere.
Did see Crowder's live stream? I haven't watched
I
it
did.
all. I saw a few minutes of it where he comically tests whether Epstein could have killed himself or not.
I will give it away. I will give it away. He did a fairly scientific test, and that if all of the variables worked out, like he had 10 minutes to craft his own sheet into a noose. He also had someone to hold him up in like a wheelbarrow by his neck. Then yes, Epstein could have killed himself.
How do they explain the gunshots to the back of the head?
Well, that's a good question.
The little clip I saw, they were talking. Apparently, he didn't have the paper thin sheets that they were talking about.
Yeah, they were the regular sheets.
Something like that.
Yeah, and so yeah, I mean they tested it out. They had, questionable medical staff on hand to to help out with this. But it was halfway scientific. I mean, they knew what numbers they needed to get, and they had ways to test to get there, and I mean it was interesting.
America will find a way.
That's right. We'll find a way.
So here we go. Ready? Let's talk about pie.
Okay, pie.
So
we've been talking about pie all day. You love your wife's apple pie.
Oh, dude,
I love my
it's
wife's
so
pumpkin
good.
pie.
It is so good. All right, so
Applebee's pumpkin.
Okay.
We got another caller.
Can we take two callers at the same time?
Go for it. Try it.
I have to hang up on you, Jeff. Hang up.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, Jeff.
Hey, you're on with the Front Porch Show. No, they hung up.
Call
back. I have no idea who this was.
Oh, that's awesome.
Call back.
All right, let's start talking about pie. So my wife makes a killer apple pie. It is super good. We use New Jersey apples. They are amazing, by the way. From like a little farm that's about 40 minutes up the road from us.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, do you know what is the apple pie, or what is the apple pie? Excuse me. That according to what is America's favorite pie according to region? Oh, we'll get back to that. Let's see if we can get this person.
Hey, you're on the Front Porch Show.
Hello, how's it going?
Hey, what is your name and where are you calling from?
We're calling.
I know
from
who it is now.
Burlington, Vermont.
And what is your name? I know what your name
is.
Oh, yay!
Hey,
Matthew's been on the show before. So, how is your Black Friday shopping going so far?
We're it's kind of slow, The traffic's not terrible, but there's a lot of traffic. We got to get, didn't get too organized this year, so we've been a little wandering around searching for items that we would like to buy for people.
Did you witness any fights?
No. Usually when we get here, it's pretty calmed down. We don't usually get into the frantic time.
Now, I hate to say this, but that bums me out. That really bums me out.
It kind of bums me out too. But
I would love to see. And I know it sounds terrible, but like I want to see the worst of someone. I mean, it's that train wreck. It's that viewing the train wreck mentality.
You're an awful person.
I may very well be. Now I've got to ask you another question. Are you near a drive-through?
No, we're not. We've been looking for a drive-through.
Oh my goodness!
Been looking all over the place.
That was like the main emphasis this week was drive-through password. I mean,
I know.
We
We just drove by a McDonald's, and we were like, oh, there's a McDonald's. Oh, they don't have a drive-thru. Like, what?
Wait, what?
What McDonald's doesn't have a drive-thru?
What is wrong with people? McDonald's, get your act together.
It's like we literally have listeners across the country, and we haven't had anyone near a drive-thru. Like Jeff was just on. He was talking to us from Tennessee.
There's no way Jeff wasn't near a drive-thru.
Well,
he's lying.
That I know where he was, though. I know what part of Tennessee he was driving through. I doubt there was a drive-thru.
Yeah.
So I will give him this one.
No, I won't.
That works. Bummer. I'm bummed that you're not near a drive-thru, but that's okay.
Me too.
Yeah. Wow. I totally lost train of thought.
Here we go. Update on fights. Here we go.
Updates on fights.
All right, Mr. Angel Garcia apparently took a selfie at a Walmart while a fight was happening in back of him.
Oh, man.
You can check it out on Twitter.
Man. Wow, this is great. So, I mean, look, is it worth fighting over stuff?
Yes.
No!
No, it's not.
No, Ozzy!
It absolutely isn't.
So,
but it makes it more fun.
As a longtime listener to the show, Matthew, I have to ask you this question. Was we did do a foray into live broadcasting back about 6 months ago. Was this worth it? Was it good? What would you change about it? Give us your honest critique.
I didn't have time to listen that much, but I did listen quite a bit. I actually purchased a cheap pair of headphones to listen while I was shopping.
Oh my goodness!
I don't know.
Yes!
That's dedication right there.
That's awesome.
That is.
Yeah, it is.
Listener of the Week award.
There you go.
That's awesome.
The thing that I didn't like was what Jeff was talking about earlier was how difficult it was to listen on your phone.
Well, no one likes Jeff anyway. I mean.
And the thing is, you can't really go off of Jeff because Jeff's too cheap to buy new phones.
No. So that is a great point. That is something we're going to be working on the next couple weeks, is trying to figure out a streamlined way in order to get the live shows to people.
So if you're independently wealthy and want to send us a flow of cash that we can improve our equipment and everything, please feel free.
And see, that's the other thing. I think the software we use actually has an app. Our hosting software, our hosting service that we're using for the live hosting.
Nice.
I think it has an Android app. So we will take a look at that this week and try to figure that out. But this show was much better than the last live foray we had, and hopefully we'll also integrate some video into the next one as well.
You know why that is because I'm on.
Well, I was going to say it's you, me, and
it's all
cup
to
of
do
tea,
with
Ozzy.
Yep.
Yep. Hey, Matthew, thank you for calling. We really appreciate you listening, and hopefully we'll catch you next time. And be sure to listen Monday to the entire broadcast of the Front Porch Show live. And until then, I'll text you when the show's over. Get your real opinion, and I'll send you some money. All right, catch you later, man.
See ya.
Bye bye. All right, so let's talk pie.
Let's talk pie. I like pie.
So pie, what it looks like, and I do not have statistics here because it's just it's a pie graph, but not an actual pie graph. It is a graph that is the United States, and it points out where pie is liked and what kind.
I'm sorry, I'm still looking at biscuits over here.
So it looks like the majority of the U.S., which would be like the northwest to the west, western U.S., is mostly pumpkin pie.
I would say, yeah, that makes sense. Now I'm going to guess northeast is apple pie. Northeast Pennsylvania.
Northeast
New
is
York.
apple pie. Yep, all that northeastern.
Like down to Maryland almost.
You got like Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, and
now Midwest. I'm
Mississippi.
going to bet your Missouris and stuff around there is probably pecan pie.
It is.
Yeah.
And apparently
now,
it's split between pecan and apple pie.
I have not seen this list, but I'm guessing based on region. Now, I'm also going to guess southern, like southeastern U.S. Is it going to be something weird, Ozzy? It's not going to be the normal. It's not going to be it's not going to be apple or pumpkin. I'm going to go with lemon meringue maybe?
No.
No?
It's pumpkin.
It isn't pumpkin.
It's a holiday pie is what we're talking here.
Makes sense. Okay.
So,
okay.
Pumpkin pie takes the majority for holiday pie, which I think they're kind of including Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Interesting.
Mostly
okay.
Thanksgiving is what it sounds like.
I mean, I'll go for pumpkin. Pumpkin anytime.
Pumpkin is good.
Pumpkin for breakfast. Pumpkin for lunch.
I like
anytime.
pumpkin a lot. I love pecan pie. Pecan pie is where it's at, man.
Too sweet for me. Too sweet for me, Ozzy.
You're un-American.
I had this pecan, whatever pie once.
I've heard pecan before. Kind of splits the amount.
I've always said pecan. My grandfather always yelled at me because that's what you use in the car.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Grandpa.
It's like piston cup in cars.
Right.
He's a piston cup. He did what in his cup?
Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for that. No, so yeah, the like I had one with chocolate in it once, and that was incredible. It was like a chocolate pecan pie.
That sounds good.
Like that, it was off the hook.
That does sound good.
It was off the hook.
Good.
And I like pecans in just about anything, though. You give me a cookie with pecan in it.
So what are your thoughts on Santa? What are your thoughts there?
We have not. Okay, at the risk of.
Well, no. What are your thoughts? I'm not asking you what you're teaching your kids, but what are your thoughts on Santa?
Oh, I don't really have thoughts on him because we never have celebrated Santa.
Did you know?
I like the segue.
In the good state of New York City, in 14 days,
the good state of New York City,
22 hours, 48 minutes, and 54 seconds, you can participate in SantaCon.
Really?
In New York City.
Well, that's interesting.
Yep.
I think
the good state of New York City.
I think Santa. I think the whole thing is a fun idea. But I'm not one of those parents who instills it in their children as, hey, this is Santa. Although my kids freaked out over Santa yesterday in the Macy's parade. And I don't know why. I have no idea why.
My kids freaked out at Santa in the Macy's Day Parade too. I do have a confession. I know my kids aren't listening. Is that so? We don't get any TV stations. Here we are literally in a dead zone for antennas.
Interesting.
Just because of where we're at, it's really weird.
Well, it's flat. It's flat.
Right. And everything that we get comes from Philadelphia.
Okay.
And because of the distance,
you're just outside of the range, yeah.
Because we're just outside of the range, and so I need like a 30-foot antenna to be able to pick up anything.
Right. So what do you do for your?
So what we do is we love watching the Macy's Day Parade. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. I've watched that since I was a kid. It's amazing. And so what we do is we watch it on YouTube.
Really?
And so
is it through someone's glasses?
For the second year in a row, we have watched the Macy's Day Parade from 2016. Oh
my goodness, that's so funny.
My kids have no idea.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
My daughter was we were watching a news thing that we get on the internet or something.
Your daughter's world is going to be completely shattered after this week, you know.
And so my daughter was watching it, and they were talking about how the weather was going to be, it was going to be really windy, and they weren't sure if they were going to be able to fly the balloons in the Macy's Day Parade.
Oh yeah, which every year that's an issue apparently.
My daughter was upset. She was legitimately worried about it because she was like, what are they going to do if they can't fly the balloons and this and that? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, it's going to be fine. Like, we don't watch it live anyway. We'll be flying.
They flew last year. They will fly this year.
They will fly.
In fact, they flew 3 years ago. They will fly this year.
And so I couldn't find the Macy's Day Parade because I do like to watch it from, I don't know, whoever does it. Is it NBC or ABC or whatever?
NBC does the best one.
And
I think they have the official one.
And they're great. And I like watching it with the commentary and everything like that because it's awesome.
So we started watching it on CBS, which is the Thanksgiving Day Parade, they call it. Yeah. Except they conveniently skip everything to do with Macy's.
Isn't it terrible?
It's so funny because obviously they didn't buy the rights because they're just and they'll show the floats and stuff, but they won't show any of the marching bands. They won't show any of the and
you miss all the entertainment stuff that comes with it that they stop in front of that Macy's stores. Which, have you been to that Macy's store?
Yes.
Macy's store when you're in
huge.
That thing is huge.
Huge.
It's like 3 to 4 times the size of a regular Macy's store.
It's ridiculous.
It's massive. It's ridiculous.
Multiple levels.
It's literally a city block.
Oh yeah.
Is how wide the store is. It's ridiculous.
Incredible.
Anyway, so you can do that. For any of those interested, there is SantaCon, which is starting in 14 days. Basically, it's a charity. It's not what I thought it was. It's actually you walk around and you go from bar to bar and you drink alcohol.
Well, that's
so there
a big
you go.
Convention. That's a big convention. We have some
dress
listeners
up like Santa. So
we have some listeners who may be into that.
So that's in 14 days in the good state of New York City. Let's just keep that consistent.
The good state of New York City. Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. So that's good.
Wow. I don't know what else. It's
a very unique thing. Yeah. Let's just leave it at that.
There you have it.
Gosh. You know what else? Macy's does have the best Santas, though.
They do. Their
really
Santas
are epic.
That's
they
true.
are epic.
Although
Santas.
I like the Cabela's Santas, especially when they're doing the free picture with Santa.
Ooh.
That's always good.
Absolutely.
Free pictures with Santa's good.
Absolutely. Anything I can do to get away with
Ozzy, I don't
free.
know if we should have shared this. I just shared this. It's the 5 F's of SantaCon. Oh my goodness.
I
Ozzy
completely eliminated that purposefully.
Ozzy, you gotta tell me these things before I share them. Oh my goodness. Guys, thank you for listening to the Front Porch Show Live. It has been an honor to entertain you on this Black Friday. We love you guys. Check out the shows Monday mornings, Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Google Podcasts, YouTube, anywhere else. We're everywhere. We'll see you next time.